And
Oh, we did the thing we were just talking about. This is so meta.
welcome to Nerd Immersion. This is a channel and a show where we play lots of things for Dungeons and Dragons. We've been out there doing the Nerd Immersion on YouTube thing for 5 years back in May. Didn't do anything special for that because I forgot. I think I was actually at D&D Live, which is a good reason to not be doing anything. But today marks the 5th anniversary of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. What happened last time? So the party is in DiTherr, looking at some frustrating notice board lack of conversation for a little while there. Certain people read it and didn't inform anybody else of what to do.
But that's okay.
The party decided to look into their couple of these kind of quests and see what they could find out. They went to go deal with Mar Hornblower's husband, who was turned into a horse, which may or may not have been a horse. They figured that out. Got her father's scroll collection. Thank you again for the follow. Then they decided they're going to go to the Rookery and figure out what's going on with this hermit. And the Rook Master was basically like, well, my ravens aren't coming back. That's the problem. And they go, oh, okay, well, we'll go figure it out. We'll go talk to the hermit. Roscoe talked to a shady contact to go try and get some information. Said it might be a few days to do a little bit. And what was exactly you were looking for?
If anyone in the criminal underground had an idea of where lair was.
That's right.
Either knowing to avoid that area or having had some kind of shady dealings with the dragon.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, so he said his contact's going to take a couple days to figure that out. So they had some time to kill in the city. Rick decided to visit the House of Mastery, where he wanted to learn from Chuck. And Chuck said, if you can best one of my best students, or they deem you worthy, then perhaps you're ready to undertake the training. Yeah. So Chuck summoned his dog, Walker, who wields a great axe in his mouth. His dire wolf, really. It's a little bit of an understatement to call him a dog. A dire wolf who wields a great axe in his mouth fought Rick in one-on-one combat at the start of the day. Yeah. And just beat the shit out of Rick so hard. Cut his leg off completely.
Set me unconscious in one
Some
turn.
would say he is the goodest student. That is true.
He's a good boy.
Then Rick decided to come back later the same day and said,
alright, doing it
let's
for real.
try it again.
Yeah. I got my rage off, which turned all the damage into half, which was very important.
It helps.
That was a big deal. Walker conceded that Rick was worthy of the training. And Chuck said, well, I guess so.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much where we ended. You guys didn't really choose. We're intrigued by the Blue Wizard searching for dead starlings. Yeah. As long as you whisper your deepest secret, he'll give you 5 gold for every dead bird you kill.
Yeah. No. Nobody wants to deal with that, right?
No.
It sounds silly.
It sounds dangerous.
It sounds suspicious.
I am intrigued by the trolls, though.
Okay. I have no problem trying to
and the armor?
Help this troll.
Oh, that's right, in the armor too.
Right? Was there any of the other notice board things that we wanted to check out?
Attention, babyface Celine.
Mm-hmm.
We have no information on her.
No real information.
Dude who doesn't remember who he is with the symbol with that Ember was with. Guy who hears voices of from his parents' grave. What?
Oh yeah, the mansion.
The mansion.
We were thinking about doing that.
There's doppelgangers among us.
There's doppelgangers?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like dealing with doppelgangers.
Neither do I.
No.
As long as one of us isn't a doppelganger, and even if one of us was, that would be fine. As long as there's not a doppelganger, one of us.
That isn't us.
Yes.
Yes. I get it.
I only dislike them if they're not us.
Yes. If they are
If they're Ted, I hate them.
Oh,
they're
God.
the worst.
Oh,
Because
no.
you don't know what it's going to do.
No.
All right. So we're in the dojo, or we just left?
I don't remember.
We'll say we left.
We'll say you left.
Let's leave.
Let's-
You guys have exited the dojo after your successful bout against a wolf.
Good. All right.
Much better.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely.
Arguably cheating using magic.
We have argued this.
We argued and we disagree that that's technically cheating. Because of the way
Yeah, it's technically cheating. It's fine.
it's mechanically cheating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is
Definitely
not,
mechanical.
in Dungeons and Dragons isn't necessarily cheating.
No, I understand. It's
Exactly.
cheating and we're moving on.
He's cheating.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Therefore, ipso facto, Rick is cheating.
Nah.
Because if it was the other way around, I was like, actually, that natural 20 you just rolled, that's just a 2. You'd be like, what? And I'd be like, that's not cheating.
It's not cheating though, because
That's very important. That's different.
That's
That's different.
That's a game mechanic, which makes it it's
Uh-huh.
specifically not cheating.
If we were fighting a divination wizard, that's not cheating.
I mean, if you rolled your 2 over to an 18, then that would be cheating. But if you took it and just applied it when you're allowed to, I don't think that is. I think we should.
Anyway.
well, how you doing, buddy? Do you need a nap?
Yes.
Hey, how you feeling this time
Actually.
around?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
All
I
right.
got like 47 health left.
Okay.
Okay.
That's low for you.
55. It is
Okay.
low for me.
Do you want to maybe get a cup of coffee and chill for an hour? As in the parlance of the peasantry?
Yeah. What is? Do they have like ice houses?
No, that's what the kids in Bin say. It means to spend time in a relaxed setting.
Oh.
To chill.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's do that for an hour.
Shit.
Chill.
Ah.
Yes.
Is there a nice public park? Is
Sure.
there in the upper side of the city?
Yeah, it's not too big.
No, that's okay. We don't need too big if we're just chilling. We'll go chill in the park.
Sure.
All right.
That'd be lovely.
You get the feeling that this is like, call it like 1970s, 1980s, like Central Park. So it's like good for now
Yeah. Okay.
when it's daytime.
But like when
Yeah.
the lights go down, Oz might be in the bushes.
Yeah.
Ready to pick your pocket.
Or that.
Oh,
Or that.
yeah, they're ready to pick your pocket.
Yeah. He will remove something from your pocket. Yeah. Something that was there
Yeah.
will no longer be there.
Probably
not though.
Oh, that's fair enough. All right, cool. So we hang out for an hour.
Okay. You guys get the benefits of a short rest
Woo!
as you hang out here.
Spell slots. Did I cast any spells? Oh yeah.
Anything good.
I cast a 1 5th level spell.
No, this was just for me.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I can get my 5th level spell slot back. Boop. Look at me.
Yeah.
Ready to go. All right.
I'm gonna just do my stuff on paper instead. D&D Beyond. I don't know. It's cool and I like it. I'm just this second.
Give me the program, Jake.
Yeah, I know. See, that's pretty decent health though. Alright, I'm at 55.
I'm enjoying this roast.
It was a very good roast.
This is a good roast.
Big fan.
Speaking of, if you'd like
Coffee.
to see some more of BJ, who is the head of Initiative Coffee Company, he was actually on Mistress of Modules last Sunday. He'll be playing this Sunday as well. So if you'd like to see him playing a game here on the channel, you can do that. So,
Alright, I'm good. I'm good.
Alright.
Back up to
you got
108.
your short rest.
All right.
Shall we head to the... which gate was it that we should head to for the troll escort mission?
I don't
Oh,
remember.
jeez.
I
That
didn't
is fair.
Down.
No, just wrote troll escort down.
North.
Why don't we just go check the job board real quick?
Alright.
That's a better idea.
We walk back to the job board.
Okay.
We look at where we were supposed to do the troll thing.
It was the west gate.
Alright, cool. We also take down the old ladies with the horse.
Oh, yes.
Because that's not a thing people need to do anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Let's head to the... Oh, this will be new. You guys have not seen the West Gate yet.
No?
We teleported right in the middle. Let me show you the way.
This is where we would have come in.
Yes, yes. And if we head back on foot to Veilguard Spire, this is the way we will leave.
All right.
Cool.
For sure.
Good to know.
How busy is
Quite.
it in the city today?
Pretty busy. It's generally busy on most days.
Okay. So
Between people working and, people gambling or whatever, heading over to different arenas and things like that.
okay. I'm picturing like 1800s New York City.
Sure. Why not?
Sure. Pretty busy then.
Yeah, quite.
I think it's Celine's hat making me think that.
Yeah.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Quite the cloche.
All right. So we go to the gate.
Yes, you have to make the
yes.
gate.
Yep. And now we got to find a guy with a troll.
Yes, you do.
It should be pretty easy to find. They're quite big.
It's true.
Do we go ask somebody?
Do I see any?
You can make a perception check.
Makes sense.
I'll give you the benefit because you said you went back and read the job board.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll reread to you what it actually
Sure.
says
Oh, okay, cool.
to remind you. So I hope to pay strong swords and shields to help escort my friend, who happens to be a troll, from the old bridge back to my home.
Oh.
Therefore,
He's at the old
at
He's
the
at the
old
old
bridge.
Okay. So we go. Can we
Does
go?
it say where his home is?
It does not.
Okay.
Maybe the troll knows.
Presumably somewhere in the city,
Presumably.
because that's where it was posted.
Okay.
Maybe
Didn't
not.
have an address posted.
No, just a name.
Maybe the troll knows.
On the way out,
Yeah, the troll probably knows.
should we inform the guards that we may be coming back with
A troll.
a troll?
I think that's a great idea.
That's a good idea.
A domesticated troll? Would that be?
I didn't even know. Why don't we
You
tell
have no information to say
No.
whether it is or not.
about the job posting,
Yes.
and then we'll be like, we're thinking about doing this. Just let you know.
All right.
That way we don't have to give any language to the condition of the troll.
That is an excellent idea, Cedric.
All right.
Why don't you take the lead?
All right. I walk up to the guard.
Okay. There is a guard.
Okay.
Half-orc guard. Stand there, big, beefy, plate mail, sword and shield.
Cool.
It's taller than you.
Well, that makes sense.
Just look down right here when you walk over and your spiky armor.
What time of day is it? Afternoon?
Yeah, because you got your ass kicked in the morning and came
Yeah.
back.
Came back later.
All right. Say afternoon.
Yep.
Yep. So we were going out into the old bridge.
Mm.
Okay. Because we were gonna check out this job posting. I'm gonna show him it.
Excuse me.
He's a nervous tutor.
So he reads the little ripped down post and he hands it back to you. And he says, I don't know, man. Troll's a troll.
Well, we were gonna check it out because we're just down in the city for a couple of days.
Sure. Can't promise your friend's gonna do too well once they get back here. Because every troll I ever met is a troll. And therefore...
If the troll's dangerous, we're not gonna bring it back to the city.
Yeah.
Is the idea.
fair. But, well, I guess we'll see.
If it causes any problems, we'll take care of it.
Alright,
All right.
cool.
Cool.
Great rat.
I leave.
All right. I think that accomplished everything we wanted it to.
All right. Well, that's what I'm here for.
All right. Shall we?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
So,
It's a good marching song, Cedric. Where'd you hear that one?
That's an old mining sword. Song.
Kind of something that you heard people humming while they worked?
Yeah.
Okay. It's catchy.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So it's like 75 miles to the old bridge.
Oh! I didn't realize it was that kind of a job.
Yeah. Let's go in through one of the other gates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I forgot to consult my map, which I own. But now looking at another
Oh, were
magic
you
Rick
looking at
just
it
pulled
upside
out.
down?
No, I just forgot to look at it before we left the city.
So I go out and I'm like, oh, yeah, we'll just go to the. Well, the thing is, we didn't come in from this.
We didn't come in from this gate.
So, yeah, let's come back in through the north gate.
Oh, yes.
I haven't seen that one yet either.
Didn't we just come in from the... Wasn't that where the horse was?
No, the west.
That was at the east gate.
East.
East gate, all right. Yes, the
East.
north gate. It was very up there.
Jeez,
That in the map.
that guy didn't even have like how much money he was gonna pay.
No, it's a very ambiguous job
Yeah.
posting.
I thought it was like be like afternoon jaunt. But
Yes. No.
Yes, no. All right, cool. How about just that armor guy, real quick then?
Sure.
I wonder if the troll's under the bridge. Asking riddles.
Maybe.
You'll never know.
Well, wait. How fast can I go fight Steed? Or Phantom Steed?
300 feet every 6 seconds or something.
How many?
I don't know.
100 feet?
100, 300.
300 is a lot more.
I don't remember. So you guys go in the north
100
gate.
feet can go 10 miles an
Dodging that
hour
guard.
or 13 miles an hour at a fast pace
That's pretty good.
Tell you could get
for
there
an hour.
Oh.
But it's ritual, so I can just cast it every 21 minutes.
You cast it while you're riding.
Yeah.
So you guys go in the north gate. This is the nicer gate.
This is a nicer gate.
Yeah.
Quite.
Ooh.
All right, cool. Where's that armor shop? Were you gonna let them shoot you with an arrow?
Sure.
All right,
Oh, God.
he'll be okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Almost definitely.
Maybe after that I'll go find that if we're not doing anything, Master Mistral.
Mm.
Do we have any leads? Like any where to start looking? Or was it just I think he's here in the city?
She's here in the city somewhere.
Okay.
What else are we doing?
Be careful.
Well, no, I'm not putting a kibosh on the idea. I just was curious as to if we had some place to start. But no, let us get you shot first.
All right, cool.
Sweet.
This is an eccentric group. I'm enjoying it.
We aim to please.
Yeah.
You're the first one.
I have never been with a group of people where
Well-
one of them wanted to get shot. I mean, I get it. There are circumstances.
That never happened.
It's a week.
No,
It's
no.
a week's pay for just testing armor, man. So
Yeah, but what does that
And we
mean?
know magic to heal him, just in case.
That is true. I was just.
So, like,
Do you know any
Yeah.
healing
Yeah.
magic?
I'm not gonna get my leg
I
chopped.
I know different kinds of magic. That is actually the one area of magical mastery that most wizards find difficult. Kind of the rejuvenation, the healing. We could do other things.
Why is that?
I'm not sure.
Maybe it's a little bit more like a feel sort of thing.
It could be. Might be beyond our intellectual capacity. More something that is divine, like our dear friend Wave, the Indomitable. Gets his power from divinity.
That's me.
It is.
It's true.
Look at you.
All right, cool.
Amber and I had many a debate on this on our long journeys.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What'd she think?
She thought it was because we were looking at the problem wrong. We were trying to... I forget the words she used. We were trying to fix a hole in the wall with a net. She never could adequately describe, tell me what the metaphor meant.
Right.
Like in more literal sense, but that's what she would say.
Yeah.
Did you ever run into her after the Amber Iron Fist? Moradin cleric?
No.
Okay, I was just curious. I lost contact with her
Ah.
many years before.
I'm sure she's kicking around somewhere.
Well,
I didn't hear anything, so I probably would have people liked bringing me bad news still.
Oh, that's
Well, they
Very
think it's
sad.
important to know, and
But you didn't know.
Well, no, but they think I knew.
Okay.
Or even if they didn't think I knew, they think I should know. You know?
I do. That sounds alienating. Disheartening?
No. Yes. Yeah. No, we were all dwarves. Mostly.
That's not okay. Yeah, good. All right. So yes, let's go get.
Oh, I imagine we're walking this whole time. to
Yes,
Immersion.
yes. But I don't know what to like. How does Roscoe move on from this? So.
In conversation.
Yeah, he was about to.
Oh, segue.
Yeah. Segways are weird. So where are we going?
This armor shop. I took the notices.
Helm's Helm.
Helm's Helm.
That sounds right up your alley.
I think better name for a helmet shop. The Dome Home.
Ooh.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah.
Enjoyable.
Yeah. If I ever go back to making armor, that's what I'll do.
What about the top shop?
Top shop's good.
I feel like that's more of a haberdashery than the top shop.
Or tap.
For hats.
Tap shoes?
Hats. Haberdashery.
Haberdashery. Got it. Rapid dasher.
Am I saying that wrong? Haberdashery. It's a hat store.
Okay.
DM, I'm right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
You're right.
All right, so you go to Helm's Helm, and you can see there's a big sign in the window that says, "Looking for target practice. Come on in. Apply inside."
You're up, bud.
I'll push the door open.
And you can hear the sound of ringing metal and hammers on anvils, and you can see that this shop is decorated in a modicum of different armors. You can see things, obviously, generic, iron and steel plate armor and all different kinds of armor you'd expect to see in any shop. You also see that there is mithril armor in here as well. So, a little more lightweight, a little sturdier in some respects, and you can see
Do you have
that
disadvantage on stealth checks?
you remove that with mithril. Yeah.
At this point, I'm going to message Rick and say they could easily use practice dummies. Or is this a joke? Are we letting this happen?
Yeah.
It was
Can
a
I
message.
respond?
And you
Can I
see-
respond?
Yeah. Well, you don't know that, but
I don't know that.
Yeah, you do.
Since when?
Both Oz and Rev had and used message
Nah,
with
not
you.
Rick. No, definitely not.
I think
Okay.
Rick answered out loud every time.
All
he
of my
went.
characters have had this spell.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
He's a grown up.
He is.
I'm certainly not pushing him into doing it.
No one is. All right. I'm just curious.
You can also see Wave as you enter into the shop, sort of like actually make me a perception check. I'll start there.
Too bad I never used
Yeah,
the
target doesn't
finding
make a lot
control
of
one
sense, though.
for 32. 21.
You can see it's under like a piece of canvas on like the back left hand corner, but it is a bunch of different discarded armors with what clearly look to be crossbow bolt holes through them. Like clear, blown through one side and out the other.
This is fine.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see walking about are a bunch of different people. There are some people you can hear the anvil constantly being struck in the back. Someone's working metal, and you can see some people are in here just shopping about. And you can see there's sort of a cordoned off section that looks to basically be a shooting range off to the side of the shop. What would you like to do?
I'm going to walk back out of the shop.
Okay, you guys walk in and he walks out.
Oh, not doing it, huh? He's not doing it.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
All
So
right.
next job.
Yeah.
Wasn't that all of the ones that didn't sound like whispering secrets in the rocks?
Except for
The
the one
mansion.
about the roosters being stolen by dark elves.
No, that guy was a racist.
Oh.
That guy was the racist, apparently.
Oh wow, he was a racist. Oh.
Did you write that down?
No.
Yeah, no, it definitely sounded very strongly worded, like he just didn't like dark elves.
I know it's them. I ain't got no proof, but I know it's them.
Quite racist.
Quite racist.
All right. And how was the other one?
The blinded mine with the 300 gold
Per
each
stone?
yellow stones.
Yeah. We have a good chunk of money, though.
Nothing will go bad at the
I could
blinded
always use
mine.
more.
Yeah, but you're gonna go collect rocks for money?
Well-
What kind of race would do that?
Anyone
What?
would collect rocks
For money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're shiny enough, yeah.
Regular just rocks.
Well, shiny rocks, yeah.
Well, stone cutters. I'm sure they have to collect rocks.
Weird.
Wave looks at the camera.
Yeah, it was the exact quote from Mitch and Briggs. It was, "My roosters is gonna miss. Damn black elves creeping in, stealing my roosters. Elf killers welcome."
See?
All right. Yeah, whatever you think is. Again, I'm still new here.
So you know you've got a day at least or more till your contact gets back. You've got potentially training to undergo. You've got possibly
We go find an
someone
arena again.
you can go find an arena again if you so choose, whether it be for monsters or people or single combat.
Since we're here, we might ask the gentlemen in the shop if they know where this master is. They seem more like an armory, but again, doesn't hurt to ask.
That's a good point. Why do you?
I'll go back in.
Door opens again.
Is there a shopkeep?
There's people. There are people in here shopping, moving around, and you can see someone behind the counter. And again, you can hear several anvils going in the back. So there's definitely people who work here. There's someone who's kind of like eyeing up a nice set of mithril chain rings, and there's someone kind of standing, by them, like hands behind their back, just like, it's pretty good. You should definitely get it. I could see this. We could tailor it custom to you. Very lightweight. Wear it under your clothes. It's there. You know what I'm talking about. The person shopping's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. And that's who you see.
Because it's hot.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. I'm hot.
And she
You're wearing
looks
a
over
lot of
and
armor.
she sees you and she's like, and she kind of like converses with the person who's still looking at the mithril rings and says, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, I'm looking for Mistral. She's a master of maces, morning stars, clubs, and warhammers. I was
And
hoping you could point me in the right direction.
She says, "I don't know, but perhaps someone in the back does, so stay right here." And she walks behind the counter. And you can hear, anvils and things are still going. You can hear it slowly start, like there's a break in the cadence of the anvils as though she's going around and asking people.
Okay.
Yeah, and while this is going on, any plan for anybody else while you guys are all still here?
I am going to ask if I could have just like if they would sell me just like an ingot of mithril.
Sure.
Unrefined.
Yeah.
How much would that cost?
How heavy do you want? Just like something small?
Yeah, something small.
Call it 50 gold pieces.
All right. Let's see if I still have that much. I've been buying a lot of things. I do! Haha! I will take one.
Okay.
Good doing business with you, sir.
You get your 50 gold mithril ingot.
Whew.
Um,
I'm gonna do some shit with this, guys.
Yeah, you got a plan?
and then
Yeah.
she comes back out with a dwarf in tow. And says, well, apparently you got to talk to him.
So, I'm looking to find this Mistral Master of weapons.
He strokes his long braided beard and he looks at you. He says, "Let me see your weapon."
I'm gonna take it out.
Takes it. Looks at it. He goes, "That's your first mistake. You just don't give somebody your weapon when they just say, 'Let me see it.' Like, come on, guy. Mistake number 1. If I wanted to disarm you, I literally did it by asking nicely. You don't even know me. Come back tomorrow."
Ooh. I put my 2 gold that I was gonna take out back in my pocket and I walk out.
Okay.
All right.
Walks in, he walks out, he walks in, he walks out.
You can't make this
Walks
up.
in, walks out.
All right.
He missed out on that lesson. He didn't get to learn that part yet.
How'd that go?
It went well. Thank you for asking. What I'm gonna do is tomorrow I'm gonna turn this little ingot of mithril into thieves' tools
Ooh.
That's pretty neat.
with magic.
Why not, right?
I don't know why not.
Can you make anything?
I can make a bunch of stuff.
A lot of things.
I can make many things.
Could you make a shirt out of mithril?
No. That would take our knowledge of armor crafting.
Could you make arrowheads out of mithril?
Potentially.
I mean, they're just
Can you make
triangles.
like brass knuckles out of it?
I don't believe so.
I could make brass knuckles out of
He
it.
could make brass knuckles.
Well, you have a beholder pinata, right? Is that
I do have a
That's-
beholder
I just
pinata,
wanna
yes.
I'm just remembering that.
So between the two of us, we could make a lot of things.
We have yet to attend a party where I could bust it out.
That's fair. I just remembered that. And I remembered that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Is there a shop right next to it?
Yes.
I'm gonna go in that shop.
Is it an armor? Is it some kind of...
No.
What kind of shop is
never
it?
mind.
Perfumes.
Ooh.
They're very nice.
Ooh.
They smell like got all manner of different kinds of scents for everything from like your more obviously there's a big setup right up front that is just coffee scented, whether it be incense, candles, or perfumes. It smells great right when you walk in. It's just like a
It's not too much.
no
Ooh.
a robust coffee shop. Then as you move further in, they have other scents as well. Things like, more earthy and woody scents, sandalwood and all that kind of stuff. And then they do have a smaller, and it's not like a huge section, but of more of like the more flowery and like fruity scents. There's not a ton here because it's not something that they have regular access to.
Okay.
It's options. So it'd be like incense, that kind of stuff. And like obviously like vials and things, right, for perfume and stuff like that. Soaps.
So,
Fancy soaps.
you,
Ooh.
I leave.
That's
So
about
for
right.
you.
Ooh, I have an idea. I'll go up to the shopkeep. Excuse me.
Yes.
Would you happen to have any bars of soap that are coffee scented?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do. Let me just check real quick.
Thanks.
Takes a couple minutes and says, yeah, we got 3.
Oh, how much per bar?
An amount, they say. They said, ha, that's dumb. Let me tell you for real though. An actual bar of soap in D&D. They'll say a silver piece each. Which is pretty good. It's either got to be really good soap or it's pretty highly priced because a regular bar is only 2 copper.
Yeah. I would
Get all
love
those essential oils.
one bar of this soap, please.
And they hand you over in a nice paper wrapped package a bar of coffee soap.
All right. I'm thinking maybe we could trick Rick
Ooh.
into bathing because he seems to like coffee.
That's true. He does like
You won't be clean. You'll smell like coffee.
Before you leave, they tell you, they'll say, just a heads up.
Oh yes.
I know people, it's a common thing, take a bath to relax before you go to bed. probably not going to happen with this.
Caffeinated?
Yes.
Now, skincare is kind of a hobby of mine. Do you have grounds in the bar for exfoliation?
Yes.
This will be worth every penny. Or, sorry, every copper.
Yes. Yes, yes.
All right.
If you're going to go to the effort of putting coffee in it,
Yes.
that's actually less work.
Yes,
It's
good point.
Less refinement.
Yes.
So,
Wonderful.
enjoy your soap. Come back
Thank you.
anytime.
Shall we?
Before we go, do you know anything about this Mistral Master of Weapons?
You ask the perfume shop
I do.
owner, and they say, no, did you try next door?
I did.
How'd that go?
It went okay.
Okay, well, I would try there then. That sounds like that would be your best bet. Or probably someone that deals in non-soaps. Maybe a more martial person.
Somebody who sells morning stars
That
or
might-
maces.
Or hammers.
Might be a place to start, I would guess.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you for your help.
Of course, anytime. Come on back.
Rick,
Yeah.
I made you a purchase.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. It's a bar. Makes you smell like coffee. Also caffeinated. Wakes you up in the morning.
Okay.
There you go.
Smell like.
Coffee.
Okay.
On occasion, where we happen to be by a river or something, you could, and you'd smell like coffee when you're done.
Is it like an instant coffee bar?
It is similar to an instant coffee bar.
So could like we shave it off into water and make coffee?
No.
Well, then this just seems silly.
It is you rub it on yourself and then you smell of coffee.
But then I don't have coffee to drink.
This is for emergencies when there is no coffee to drink.
I
should get some coffee beans while I'm here.
Ooh.
Yes, that would be a great idea.
I honestly thought he was just going to eat it.
Yeah.
It's a bar that smells of coffee.
Oh, candy, obviously.
Clearly.
Start hiccuping out bubbles. That would have been funny.
Cool. Yeah. All right. It's going in the pocket of things that never get used.
I can hear you.
With the belt. Championship belt.
Yep.
You're welcome.
That only you and him know about.
Mm-hmm.
So, Wave, we could continue this pursuit. Perhaps
I thought that guy in the other shop was the master. That was just like a good.
Nah, man, he wasn't thick enough.
Didn't he say come back tomorrow?
He did.
He did.
Oh, but it's supposed to be a girl, right?
But yeah, wasn't the master a female?
Thick-bodied.
What?
That's
Two
what I
C.
remember.
2 C's.
Yeah, thick-bodied.
Oh.
She thick.
I think it's
So,
like a species, right?
No. Thick. What would a thick look like?
Kind of like have like a twig and have like a stick person. Thick.
So
A twig and stick
so
person?
so a tree
Or
a tree person.
like a country
Like an ent?
like a country thug.
Like a thug and a hick.
Yes.
A thick.
Yes.
Ah.
Or if Mike Tyson said the word stick.
Thick.
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 No, he would still say the T. It would be
Thick.
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 Thick. Thick.
That's what I said.
That's not what you think.
Thick.
No, thick.
Thick.
No, thick.
I hope you're watching
Thick.
this, Mike.
He comes through the door and one punches all of us.
He
Oh,
could
he's
too.
he's
Yes, in a second.
He's actually reformed.
Yeah, I know. He's a very nice guy now.
I guess you gotta be. At some point, you gotta stop being mad about people making fun of the way you talk.
I mean, at a certain point, yeah, everyone just gets tired. Like, could you imagine at this point in your life being as mad as he was all the time? Like, it sounds exhausting.
That's a good point. And then, like, at that point in his life, what is there really to be mad
You know,
about?
he's local.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's from, I think, like Poughkeepsie.
Oh shit.
So Snooky.
Yeah.
So they have that in common.
Well, that's one thing.
What is even happening? So what do you want to do, New Veilguard? What's your plan?
I'd like to go find a armor shop, maybe that
weapon
makes weapon shop.
Make me a perception check.
Good. I'm not bad at these.
Do we perceive a guard over there that we could ask about it? That's my favorite. That's my go-to in the city.
31.
They always have to stand
Okay.
there.
So you walk past for the third time the magical creature shop for the third time, and you find a weapon shop.
Wait, magical creature shop?
Yeah, I've said it at least twice, and the chat is like, seriously though, Pat?
Magical creature.
I was gonna pop in and see if they had a Tressum, but I don't think a Tressum and Nibbles would get along.
Oh, does the Tressum have blind sight?
No, they have see invisibility.
Well, maybe they would get along great then.
To be fair, Nibbles might not know anything about it. That doesn't mean that the Tressum.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Nibbles. I'm worried about the Tressum.
Yeah, that would be bad for Nibbles.
Quite
Quite.
He could do magic.
soon.
He could do magic. I believe in him.
I have to train him.
Now you need the book that Oz had. The ABC's Magic.
Yes. Well, first I need to teach Nibbles how to read.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You should start reading to him.
Mm-hmm. No, no, teaching him to read.
Well, yeah, but one of the best ways to teach a kid how to read, or a rat even, is to read out loud.
That's
to it.
fair. I want him to start with letter recognition.
It's also fair. You do both.
Okay, Nibbles.
I recommend advice and then
I might not start there.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
None of the mice end up good.
Yeah. So
Oh, God.
Flowers for Algernon.
Oh,
They're all sad.
I'll start with the red walls.
I go in the shop.
that's a great,
you go into the shop.
or the great mouse to
The
check.
armor shop or weapon shop.
Yeah.
My buddy
Wait, what?
Shane has wanted to make
And I go to the
Red
shop.
Wall CG movies since he
see
was
this-
9. Well, he wanted to make an anime one,
Yeah.
but now he like.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Mistral Master of Weapons.
Different movie. You see the halfling behind the counter says, cool.
I was hoping you had any idea where they were.
I don't know. Who's asking?
Wave of the Veilguard, and I put a gold on the table. The new Veilguard.
Make a persuasion check.
He's not doing the thing where you're like, you walk in, you're like, I think I'm gonna buy this expensive thing. And then they're like, yeah, cool, you should buy this expensive thing.
21.
You're like, yeah.
And then pump them for information while you're interested in it.
He did not do that.
Nah, that's the way to do it. Then.
He's a blunt tool. Goes in, says his piece.
It's like a crashing wave.
It's a lot like a crashing wave.
And they say, I never heard of a new Veilguard or a wave. So, if I knew who you were asking about, why should I tell you where they're at?
Well, because I'm learning to master some new skills, get better at fighting evil, and I heard she was a good place to go. I was recommended by Chuck to go check her out. My friend just fought Walker and won.
And he's like, I don't
It's
know.
Chuck's top student.
yeah, I don't know who Chuck is.
He's also a master.
Buy something.
I'm happy to be a part of it.
And like,
Took me a second.
I don't know. I mean, come in here, you're asking about somebody, you put a gold on the counter, now I feel like you're trying to bribe me. And you just tell me a couple of things that you're looking for. You want to fight evil. But, like, I don't know you. I don't know. You could just be lying to me right now.
I could, couldn't I?
You're not selling yourself.
But I'm not.
Sure.
Well, all right. I'm not gonna twist your arm here.
All right. You take your gold back?
Yeah.
He's not gonna take the bribe. Why spend it?
Bags.
All right.
I was looking at it less of a bribe and more as payment for information.
That's
The information was not provided, therefore the payment was rescinded.
also the right way to look at it.
What kind of weapons they got?
There are a lot of blunt weapons. A lot of coffee mugs in here too. Different styles of coffee mugs made out of different metals. Some of them, one could argue, could be wielded as a weapon.
Are any of them magical?
Sure.
Magic mug.
Yep. There's at least one magic coffee mug.
What kind of magic is it?
Transmutation magic.
What does that mug up there do?
Looks up, has to wheel a ladder over. It's the halfling. Climb up the ladder. Pick up the mug. Climb back down the ladder. Put the mug on a counter. It says, that never spills. Watch this. Put some, just pour some water in the mug. The water doesn't come out. They said, for a while, people used to use these because you could get into a bar fight and beat the shit out of somebody with your mug and never spill a drop of your drink.
That would have come in so handy before.
It's the best of both worlds.
When?
Pterodactyl.
I wasn't.
Bar fight.
You gotta know. Someone got you into a bar fight?
I'll
Yeah.
take that one and
Was it Cedric?
3 others.
Yeah. And then a bunch of
You want
people
the same
with
kind of
magic,
mugs.
but
Is that what you're asking for?
Sure.
No, I'm
Oh, I mean,
I'm
if there's
asking-
only one magic mug.
well,
then,
you saw one, but are you asking if there's more? Is that what I'm getting?
Sure.
Okay. She says, let me go check in the back. She disappears into the back for a little bit.
Some guy was being kind of weird with a girl, so I was like, hey, lay off, buddy. And he's like, me and my friends are gonna beat you up. And I was like, haha, that's funny. And then he attacked me. Then these guys all came and helped.
Was he blind?
No, just
Okay.
drunk.
I was gonna say, he saw that you are made of spikes and still picked a fight with you.
Yep. To be fair, I just punched him with my fist.
You did.
That
Very
actually-
good at that.
It's got mythical in him, too. Just a little.
Crag,
Yeah.
we finally did it.
Yeah, yep. We got a bunch of adamantine going.
Alright.
So she comes back.
Wait, the adamantine forges are back?
Yeah, man.
Fun fact.
We did that a couple months ago.
Really? How did you
Yeah.
accomplish this?
You weren't there.
I know.
We
Say
went.
yeah like you were there.
Fuck yeah!
Well, me and Wave
stop these.
almost died with
Oh.
a couple of our other companions.
You can say his name.
Yeah, Oz was there,
Yeah.
and then this crazy tiefling Ember who just lit on fire sometimes. We went through, got attacked by sturges, came up with an old pump in the cave systems, installed that, got that kicking nice and hot, and then we cleared out the old adamantine mines.
Wow.
So,
Ding ding.
Mephistopheles over here.
this is new.
I don't know what that means.
He's a god.
You are a god named Pumpstopheles.
That is one of my forms, yeah.
Wait, seriously?
Yep. Yeah, there's a cult bugbear following.
For you as God Pumpstopheles.
Yes, god of pumps.
So this.
That is my favorite story ever.
I missed some water behind him.
Steam.
Very pump. Very
you could do that.
Stopheles.
You could do it like coming out of my armor, steam. If we ever go back. All right, we'll have to stop in at some point.
I was gonna say you could probably get Craig to do that, like as a visual effect that does nothing.
That is cool.
She comes back and she says, yeah, it turns out we did have 3 other mugs. So,
How much?
50 gold each.
I'll take them.
That's an expensive bug.
She goes, you ever buy an expensive drink?
No.
You're 12,
I'm
never
12
mind.
now.
You ever buy an expensive drink?
All the time.
You ever spill an expensive drink?
Every
Never.
day.
Sucks, doesn't it?
It does.
But if you buy that expensive drink and it never spills,
That's a good drink.
It's a good mug.
Yeah. Huh. Well done.
Do you have one of those mugs?
Yes, I do. She goes, are you in the market for coffee mugs? Because I got other ones in the back.
I just bought these.
I got other magic mugs in the back. First you put up the gold, you took it away. I didn't know what's going on. Now you bought these mugs. Now maybe we talk about other mugs.
Yeah, what other mugs do you got?
Wait. How about you tell me where the master is, and then we can talk about more mugs.
Or
He's
we can.
not- he's not
I'm
getting it.
interested in
He's
mugs.
not getting it. Yes, we often spill beverages and love mugs.
We're very clumsy.
Yeah, no. Do you have a different type of magical effects?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
What do they
Do you have one that keeps coffee hot?
I was going to
Yes.
ask that.
Alright. I would
You know that
love...
the shop which came in is called Mugs and Thugs.
Oh, beautiful.
Ooh,
Love it.
beautiful.
Cool. Yeah, so... How much are those?
You want one that just keeps it hot.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Whoa,
Well, do they have one that you can control the temperature, so it's always your perfect temperature?
Hot's the perfect temperature.
Always.
What? Other
You're a child, you
beverages?
don't know anything.
And also,
If we-
different people consider different temperatures hot.
Oh my god, that's so true. Sorry. There's some life imitating art imitating life.
There's a lot to unpack between all you guys. I have a lot of issues with your coffee mugs.
Yes, well,
Just run us down the list real quick.
All right. So, I got mugs that never spill. You got 4 of those. I got mugs that keep things hot. I got mugs that keep things cool. If you want to spend even more, I can start to combine some of those. A mug that keeps things hot and also never spills. A mug that keeps things cool and also never spills. You seem like you had a question. What was your question?
oh no, you just answered it.
Oh,
Thank
okay. That answers that. I got, what other kind of mugs do I got?
Question.
Yeah.
So the mugs that never spill,
Yeah.
can you pour things out of it intentionally, or do you have to finish drinking it
Oh.
because you
that
can't
is-
spill it? So, like, say you had a cup of hot coffee, and then you left it in the mug for too long, and it's been sitting out for like a day or two. Do you have to drink that gross, ucky coffee, or can you pour it out?
That is a good question.
It seems like you'd have to be able to pour it out.
But if it never spills, how?
On purpose.
Well, that's what I'm asking, is if you can do it on purpose.
We'll say yeah.
Okay.
That's how that works. If it has to be intentional.
Now, madam, let's say, for argument's sake, that I were in the market for a mug that always keeps things hot and never spills. How long would that take you to make, would you say?
I may even have one in the back right now.
Okay. What if I wanted triple threat? Can keep things hot, can keep things cold,
Ooh,
never spills.
this guy. He's speaking my language.
How long would that take?
Well, I've got a little bit of both in the back, so I might be able to make that happen in about a day.
Okay.
Because I also got mugs that never empty. As in, it makes its own drinks. It fills itself up. You buy one of these, they're a little more pricey. You're like, hey, I want a coffee mug. And you're like, coffee. Fills up with coffee. And you're like, wow, that's great. I drink the coffee. I could really go for oh, look, I got another cup.
It's too much power.
Follow-up question on my query.
Yeah.
So, it would take you about a day to make. How much would that run me?
All 3?
All 3 in one mug.
I think I probably got to charge you something like 250 gold pieces for that mug.
That sounds like a reasonable price. Now, here's my issue. We don't have a lot to do in the city. We'd have to wait for a full day. If we were to pay in advance for this mug, and you knew of something that we could do to keep ourselves occupied, maybe perhaps involving, what was the name of it?
Mistral.
Mistral. That might incentivize us to stick around for an
we do
extra
get
day.
bored easy. We almost just went to the old bridge by the
Yeah.
Tavern on a whim
Why?
to find a troll. It's fine. Never mind.
All right. I see what you're saying. You make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay, other portent.
Plus 2.
I got a natural 20.
Ooh, it's better than a portent.
Better than a portent.
It's
So I think that's like going to be a. God damn it, Chase.
That's
It's good to have you back, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. That,
Yeah.
it's going to be a 21 with my natural 20.
She says, "Yeah, I think I can make those kind of arrangements."
Oh,
You get
say
it.
Trade.
Yeah.
All right.
Doing business.
No way.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
So I can get you that information.
You learn one cantrip when you receive this card. Use this card to cast.
Could you imagine?
Like any cantrip?
That's what it says. Learn one cantrip when you receive this card.
Oh.
Use this card to cast. So
Yeah.
I need the card to cast the cantrip.
So you have that what cantrip would you like to know?
Definitely Eldritch Blast.
You know what? We'll think about it on the break.
Yeah, I think.
But you have basically a casting of that,
All right.
and the card when you cast it, then the card is gone.
Maybe prestidigitation.
I'm gonna give everybody a mug too that I just bought.
And she says she'll get you that information. She says, "I also have some other mugs that you seemed intrigued by the ever-filling mug, but then you seem like you don't want it
Nah, it's just
because I have
fancy.
ones that do things other than coffee. You ever wanted like a booze mug, like a whiskey teacup? I got
Also,
one of those.
too much power to have. It's a dangerous mug.
Party fun.
And she says, hang on. And she goes in the back and she brings out another mug. And it's a coffee mug, but the handle is like brass knuckles.
Ooh.
And she goes, this here's a fighting mug. Like it works as a mug for drinking out of, but it's primarily used as a weapon.
Ah,
An unbreakable mug.
that's good. But I just got my fists. Those are pretty good. No, I just want a mug that keeps things hot.
All right. I could do that. Do that for 50 gold.
All right, there you go.
Okay. What about you?
You said you gave us ones that never spill?
I was gonna say, can you take those mugs and add the additional stuff to them, or does it have to be a brand new mug?
Doesn't have to be. It'll take time.
Hmm.
Because I can, if you want that, I say I have ones that are never spill and are also keep things hot. So I can exchange that and we can come meet somewhere in the middle. Call it 25 gold pieces. You give me both mugs back.
Can I make this mug that never spills into also a fighting cup? With the knuckles that are never breaking?
You already got knuckles.
No, I know. I'm just saying, what if we're sitting and having breakfast one morning and we get ambushed? And I'm drinking my coffee or whatever beverage I want, and I get surprised and I go back. I don't want to break my mug.
That is an excellent question for that very specific circumstance.
Mhm.
Now, in my question, my follow-up is: would you be removing thoughts and or prayers?
Nah,
to
double up.
grab? Double up.
Knuckles on knuckles.
Okay. Why don't you just drop the mug before you punch if it can't spill?
Because then it could still break.
Honestly, you could
It's-
just probably put it down.
Or just hold, and she's like, or just hold it in your other hand.
Other hand.
Just-
All right. If you, I mean, this
You can
is
punch
your,
with both hands.
this is your money.
See you do it.
Spend it as you see fit. I am not your.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
You should be more responsible with your money.
Whoa! I am the most responsible with the money.
I beg to differ.
I also beg to differ.
I spend like a gold at a time for
I rarely
hours of
spend
entertainment.
gold.
Roscoe can't say anything because Roscoe don't know about Hank,
Yeah.
Mr. Responsible fiscally.
First off, I have like 5,000 gold.
Yeah,
From
but
selling
that's
magic items.
every single one of those purchases was dumb.
Yes, but none of them were expensive.
Okay, that's fair.
And I've used several of them.
Yes,
And they're fun.
but they were all a silly gamble, I should say.
Yes.
I feel
But
like
low
there was one in
stakes.
there that was good.
There was a bunch in
There's
there.
a bunch of them that were
He
good.
can
I've
cast
used-
mending whenever he wants. It's never come up, but he can cast mending indefinitely.
If you
Did not know
break,
Rope to steel came in handy.
That
Rope
did
to
come in
steel was
handy.
cool.
Yeah,
Several
he has a
did.
And
wand
corn
of
snails.
mending
Yeah.
that just lets him cast
Did
mending.
not
I have a
remember
pot that casts
Nothing's
silence
really
when I
broken.
break it.
Yep.
that.
So we got some useful ones.
Yeah. I've got my dragon glass jar of
But
super
still,
spicy spice.
gambling to hopefully get something, that's not like the pinnacle of fiscal
The
responsibility.
wing competition.
No,
Jake.
no, it's not. That's why I'm the one
Yeah,
who has the
do a
party
wing
fund, because
competition.
I'm the most responsible with it.
Well,
That's later.
She's also got this mug. She pulls out another one of those mugs that's got it's the mug with the brass knuckles, and she pushes a button on it, and out of, you don't know where it came from, but out of, like, so you're holding the mug like this, right? Knife.
The classic knife mug.
Knife comes out. It functions like a dagger, but it's magic.
Ooh.
'Cause that's where the blade hides, in the magic.
That mug's looking sharp.
I like this guy. We like that kind of humor here.
Yeah, good. Good. It's my kind of place. My kind of people. No. I've got, if I'm looking for knives, I got these, and I show off my belt of many knives.
Mm.
Or this one. Or that one. Or this one. That one.
those are nice now.
This one. You want one?
Sure.
Here you go.
Oh.
Do you use knives?
They're one of the few weapons I can use. I don't use them often.
Would you ever have a need for them? Can you think of a realistic situation where you would ever use them?
Fighting
Throw it in a couple times. Magic immune thing?
yeah, maybe a beholder where I in its
Anti-magic?
anti-magic
Then
field.
you wouldn't be able to pull the knife.
Ah.
Magic.
Well, you just asked for a scenario where I would use a knife.
That's true.
That
Do
is
you
what
have
I
a
would
regular
use.
knife?
Yeah. Oh, I call him Knife Gable. It's a bad name.
Terrible name.
Yeah.
I expect
It's
good.
just a knife.
Oz named him when he was 3.
Oh, okay. Well,
Ah, that's cute then. Alright.
There are also weapons in this shop, not just coffee mugs. I did point that out at the start, but we got obsessed with the coffee mugs. So
Weapons.
I think we made the right
I
decision.
have a crystal skull. I'm good.
there are many, many different kinds of hammers and things, and maces and morning stars and flails and mauls.
Alright.
So you guys bought your mugs
Yeah.
and all that?
All right.
Did we get any of the information?
Yeah, she gave you the information of where to go in the city and said that, so it's basically back to the park you guys were actually in,
Oh shit.
but tells you that there's a tree, and when you go, bring a really nice bottle of whiskey. But you didn't hear it from me.
Okie doke.
all right. Well, thanks for the mugs.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
All right. Shall we head to the Elf Song Tavern?
But first, I was thinking of maybe stopping at the magical creature shop.
Oh,
Ah.
I was wondering if you would.
why?
I have an egg, and I'm thinking about hatching it.
Just thinking about hatching it.
He's been thinking
Just
about,
thinking about
this
it.
thing for months now.
What kind of an egg?
It's a frost salamander.
Oh, I thought you meant
How's
like
it not
a
melted?
like an ostrich or like a chicken.
Died.
I
Or
have
like
it
a dinosaur.
No, like
a
a-
chill pack.
Oh.
All right, yeah,
Mini
that's-
incubator.
Sounds reasonable.
Alright, what's the shop called?
Creature feature.
All right, Nibbles, we're going into a shop. There's going to be a lot of new smells. There's going to be a lot of magical creatures. Just be cool.
Right. It smells like a pet shop
Mm.
in here, which is not a great smell.
Nope.
Better than the stupid candle store.
It smells like coffee.
Not just coffee.
Not just.
In this
lavender.
store, you can see a variety of cages and tanks and things. You see all manner of different creatures, from things relatively mundane like birds and rabbits and ferrets and weasels, cats, dogs, things of that nature, right? Little tiny spiders. You can see there's also let me see here. You can see a sign up with a little cage that says,
Dying.
you know, recently imported, and there are a bunch of bunny rabbits that have unicorn horns sticking out of their head. Tiny unicorn horns.
I've read about these, but never
Um,
seen one.
Brother's just going
I think they
nuts.
just glue them on there.
Oh, but
Uh,
perhaps.
I saw that once.
you see
Okay,
what basically is looks just like a it says pet rocks, and it is a cage full of rocks, but you actually see that some of them like get up on their arms and legs and they walk around. They're little like rocks people. You can see there are some pseudo dragons of a variety of different color in a different cage as well. There are tressums in a variety of different cat colorations, black, you know, and you've got some tabby ones and all different kinds of. Let's see, that would be weird. We're not doing that. There's a tank with some octopi in them. Different kinds of lizards, from things like, you know, like geckos to horned lizards. There's one as like a little glass container that has a gazer floating about inside it. There are a bunch of flying monkeys in a cage, so they're basically just monkeys with wings.
Oh, sounds like a terrible pet.
Yeah.
How much for a pet rock?
We're not there yet. I'm not done. You can
Dialed
see.
in.
I have a name picked out and everything.
Like I said, basically all standard animals:
Right.
bats, badgers, crabs. There are crabs here in this particular shop.
Do they have knives?
Drop a knife and be free!
For yourself!
For
Who is the
yourself.
king of the crabs?
Rise up!
Frogs. Let's see, what other things? Obviously, things like owls, eagles,
Good girl.
rats. There are a few rats that are kept in. You can see that they're like in a glass case, and then there's like a lead sort of wall around them, and they all have their brains exposed.
Ooh.
Cranium rats.
Don't look at that.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What other interesting animals have I come across in my D&D times that would make interesting pets and/or familiars? PK Sonic came by. First stream I ever came to on Twitch. It has been a long time. Welcome back. You can see things along like mounts as well, right? So you've got they've got like an outdoor area where there's horses. There are some large ostrich-like birds with large axe-like beaks that can be ridden as well in a variety of colors. There are lizards that can run on the ceilings and walls, large enough to carry people as well. Let's see.
They got a little bit of everything here.
They do.
Are there any griffins for sale?
Haha.
No griffins for sale. No hippogriffs either, unfortunately.
Any Khajiit? Tabaxi. Haha.
I was gonna say they don't sell people
Alright,
here.
fair enough.
Uh,
They're cats.
yes, but they're also sentient, so that would be a little weird
Yeah.
to sell
would be
them.
weird.
That would be slavery.
Well, I've never run across one before, so I wouldn't know.
We'll say there's at least a couple crag cats. Let's see, you've got some mountain cats here as well. Some lions as well. Very beautiful, well-groomed, celestial-looking lions as well. There's some chameleons. Weird chameleon-looking, big chameleons, little chameleons. Couple giant frogs. Big enough that you could definitely ride on them
Yes.
if you wanted to.
Fine steed.
Yeah, there's this is like a druid's best time because you can just pick up all of them when you're here, basically. Different kinds of snakes, whether they be there's a couple of steeder spiders from the Underdark, both male and female.
Badass.
You can see different snakes from small little poisonous snakes to big giant constrictor snakes. There's a sign that says sold out some other big other kind of snake. Oh, thank you, Shuttlecock. For following. There's definitely some other creatures that I'm drawing a blank on, which I'll remember on the break. But yeah, then there are people milling about, little kids looking around shopping for things, as well as, adults. They're talking shop as far as like breeding and buying of different things. And you can see, again, a lot of these, you can get them in a variety of different like shades and colors and things like that. Things can be bred differently. Yes, there is a sign that says that, like, basically, like, as you walk in, you can see a sign that's like, druids pay for loitering.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and find somebody and tell them about my frost salamander egg. I want to hatch it.
All right, so you go and you eventually find someone in the shop, and they're like, it's warm down here. You want to hatch an ice thing in the south.
I was hoping maybe you could help me set up the right environment, but...
Well,
yeah,
I mean, we
stretch.
can do it, but it's a little unorthodox, is all I'm saying. And down here in the south, where it's nice and warm, granted, it's getting a little bit colder every day, but you got something that you probably found way up north. How long have you had it?
A long time. About
3 months.
past... Oh, so maybe a month and a half past due hatching.
All right. So, and you've been keeping it cold the whole time? No issues. It's been well kept as far as you can tell. Hopefully it's still all right, not all sort of all messed up in the head, because I've heard of that happening. It ain't good.
You don't want the egg to get scrambled.
Quite.
Right.
I didn't want that. I wanted to eat the egg.
Oh, well, if you're trying to hatch it.
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
right.
no, that's
if you want to just eat it. I don't know if amphibian magical eggs work like that. I've never tried to eat one.
I didn't either.
So.
This is actually more of an elemental, not amphibian.
Ah.
If it was an amphibian, yeah, the egg would be all squishy.
Oh.
Yes! I haven't seen it.
Oh, shit. I've got these eggs. I pull out my 3 metal eggs that all vibrate when they're near each other.
And he's like, well, hold on. Let me deal with this situation real quick, and then we'll look at your vibrating eggs. All right, well, I'm going to be honest with you. It's been a long time. It seems like it's been tried to be kept as well as in stasis for a while, which is good, but I'm going to say you probably got a 50-50 shot of hatching this thing at this point. But we'll see what happens. Well, either way, we can hatch it. It's just whether or not it hatches and it is also alive. Like, we may crack the egg and it may come out and then it'll be dead. But we could try to set something up downstairs in the basement, get something going, get it real cool, and try to basically replicate the environment that you took it from, and then maybe it'll hatch.
You just wait.
What is your time frame on doing this right now?
Got about a day in town.
That is probably not going to be enough time to make that happen.
Well, it could be more.
Could be more. We don't know.
How long do you think it would take to work?
Well, I don't know. He said it's about a month and a half past when it was supposed to hatch.
Yeah.
So,
Roughly.
I mean, it could be never. It could be a couple days.
Well,
See,
we
it's
can't
cold.
wait till never.
Well, you know.
We could wait a couple days, though.
All right. Well, we could do our best to see what happens in a couple days. See if it hatches. I just want you to be prepared that it may not happen.
All right.
All right. Let's go downstairs and set this up. We'll figure out the price afterwards. I ain't gonna charge you too much if your thing's dead, because that's just adding insult to injury.
All right. We talking hundreds of gold, thousands?
Probably hundreds
Okay.
would be my guess, but we'll see. I mean, if your thing hatches out and then starts killing people in the shop, then I'm gonna charge you extra.
I'll stop that.
Will you?
I will.
All right. Are you prepared to do what needs to be done?
I'm way of the indomitable.
That means nothing to me, but all right.
Fair enough.
And I'll tell them about how I can freeze water, create water, all that good stuff.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, let me come downstairs and we'll get something going. friends are free. They're about to shop and do whatever they want to do. And go from there.
Would you mind if I came?
No, not at all. By all means.
I love learning.
Well, all right then. Good sir. Let us learn you.
Okay. Nibbles, we're going to learn something together today.
We're gonna learn
See
today.
behind those rocks.
All right. So you guys head down into the basement, and you guys are upstairs. What is the plan?
Oh, well, I want to go look at the pet rocks.
You go and you look at the pet rocks,
And
and
do they seem like
If
a
you get this,
sensible pet?
you're gonna have to take care of it. It's not gonna be anybody else's
Is
responsibility.
there like an information thing about like how to take care of them?
not here. You have to.
Well,
pay
can I go
extra.
ask somebody who works?
Yeah, and you could, and then they may tell you that you need to. They do sell like care guides,
Oh, okay.
so like you can buy the pet, and then you can buy all of the different things you need for the pet. If you want, you can pay for training. We can teach
Why
you.
don't
a
you
little bit
just buy the care guide.
Yeah. Can I just buy the care guide,
and they're like,
or can I take a look at it to see if it's something I'm interested in, and then I'll buy the pet and the care guide?
sure.
Cool.
So what are you looking at now?
The care guide for the pet rocks.
Okay, it is a book.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take some time to read it.
They're doing things.
Do you want to? So you're gonna
I just
try
wanna
to read
find
it
the
here
highlights.
in the.
See if it's something I can take care of on the road.
Okay. I forgot. Here's a couple other things here. They do have one giant snail that is the size of an elephant. It is gleaming gold in color.
Big
I
old
would
fancy
eat the
snail.
shit out of that.
Dude, the biggest escargot ever. It's
Yeah.
literally just butter.
I tried escargot on a cruise.
It's delicious.
It's so good.
It's really fantastic.
It's a lot of
It's
butter.
so much. It's just butter. It just tastes
butter
like
and
butter.
garlic. Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
What kind of sauce you have? Like a white sauce? Or?
Yeah, it's just butter.
It's
Butter
butter
and
and
garlic.
garlic.
It's just melted butter and garlic.
They have giant crabs here as well, which are medium-sized creatures.
Oh, also would eat that.
Just so you know.
I'm not paying.
Yeah, so
prices,
go ahead and
though.
make me an intelligence check as you're reading through this. Well, we got cave badgers too.
Ooh.
Wolverines?
Can I read over her shoulder and make an animal handling check?
Yes.
8.
You got lucky.
I do have lucky.
23.
That's pretty good.
12.
It's one of the things I'm proficient in
How is this thing?
from my folk hero background.
Nice.
Yeah. Animal handling and land vehicles.
So your animal handling, you're like, all right, I'm gonna learn about these pet rocks, and you feel like you have a pretty good handle on how animals work. This thing, not technically considered an animal. This thing is considered an elemental.
Well, you know what I can tell you about these things? Not really alive in the common sense of the word.
I'm okay with that.
They have some jaculis, 15-foot long snakes that look like vines.
Find a snake.
How much is the pet rock?
Pet rock is 75 gold. They have giant roctopuses as well.
No.
They
A
have,
roctopus?
No, not a rat.
Oh.
no, they have a roctopus. I'm just saying.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm reading through all these
you were
official
saying
creatures
that.
that I didn't know existed. They have a spider king,
No.
which is from Out of the Abyss. Don't remember that, but that was there.
How much is the guide?
Guy is 5 gold.
So 80 gold total.
Yes.
Do I need a cage for it? Or can it just be on its own?
So that's up to you.
Like,
Why don't you buy the guide, read it tonight, and if you want one tomorrow, you could buy it tomorrow.
fair. Good point.
Okay.
Alright. Back.
Okay, you have the guide.
Helping her make responsible decisions.
You are. I'm proud of you.
Things my parents did not do.
If I've learned anything It's that you shouldn't just purchase animals all willy-nilly.
That's reasonable.
Agreed.
Terribly irresponsible.
All right. Well, at this point, while they're trying to figure out how they're going to be able to maybe hatch a frost salamander, possibly, we're going to take a short break.
Okay, so what else do we need to do today? Nothing.
Nothing. I think at this point, we need to get a bottle of whiskey and go to a tree.
It's true. So we'll let them finish setting up. And we'll do that.
Cool.
But in the meantime, I got to see a thing because Wave got a trinket.
Ooh.
Oh, of the internet wanted to know, Pat, when does Wave pray for his magic, his spells and stuff?
Deities.
Yeah. A cleric prays for their spells, so when does Wave have like a ritual or a thing he does?
Yeah, when resting, it's like a meditative
So
prayer.
is it in the morning or is it at night?
Or every day at 3.
I'd say he tries to think of or prays to each god individually, but all at the same time. So
That you just absolutely.
so throughout the day I'll pray for all three, but like during the day I'll think to different deities. Depending on which one I'm leaning towards.
It's like three sides of the same coin, Sean.
Coins only have 2 sides.
Yeah, but there's also that rid
Yeah, it's fact.
around the edge, and that's the Ilmater.
Oh. Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
Cool. I agree with what you're saying.
You sound like the opposite.
Let me see if we have a trinket suggestion.
Pretty cool.
You find, Wave, in the process of all this.
A pair of Chongo Bongos.
No.
Somebody's
I'm not worried.
selling bootleg Chongo Bongos.
Don't even joke.
We have to get to the bottom of that.
Did I tell you about Will's more recent character?
A jar of glow-in-the-dark oil
That's not very interesting.
that you put on your weapons so your attacks look cooler.
Do you remember Will's character's name? Celine?
Plunk.
Plunk. His name was Plunk.
I remember because it was close to blink.
Oh yes, Plunk. His name was Plunk. He was a barbarian who loved the culinary arts, but did not have proficiency in cook's utensils.
Crushed it at a chili competition.
So he loves cooking, but he's not very good at it.
That's fair. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
With a lot of things.
Came second at chili cook-off.
All right.
Pretty good.
So, what are you guys doing today? Now that you're got your mugs?
Well, him and me
Oh, you
and
guys are
Wave
down
are
there doing your
downstairs. Yeah.
Right.
And then I guess when we recoup, we'll go get a bottle of whiskey, go find a tree, and I'll try and find a book to read while you fight things, I guess.
I got my book.
What book?
The guide on rock pets.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Good book.
all right. Why don't you go downstairs with those guys? I'll go get the whiskey.
Okay.
All right.
I go down and join them in the basement.
Okay.
So there's a wine bottle that's left over from the ship that we were on. I'm gonna crack that.
In the basement?
Yeah, I'm gonna start drinking it a little bit. I'm a little nervous.
Oh. Okay. All right. Sure. You start doing that.
He's taking the edge.
I got it now.
I'm saying it in game to the people who are watching him drink.
I'm gonna pass it to you if you want.
Thank you.
So they start to set up an area in the basement where it's all stone walls, and they start kind of basically pouring water on all of the walls. And they're like, "Well, you said you could freeze stuff."
Ooh, can I ask? Can you explain the process to me? Are we just trying to make this room as cold as we can?
Currently, yes.
Are there any other steps?
Yes, but we need to try to replicate the frozen tundra of the north
Mm-hmm.
in the metropolis city in the south. So step one is make it very cold.
It's very cold. It's a good step one.
And I feel like the colder we can make it, the better.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone with coldy powers, magics, let's make that happen.
I have very limited coldy magics.
If I punch real hard, some ice shatters out of my fist.
That doesn't sound helpful.
The only ice spell I have currently prepared is Chromatic Orb, which I don't feel would help very much.
No, not much. A cone of cold would be better.
It would. I don't know that. Yet.
Think about it.
I'm thinking about learning it when I learn spells next.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you start to freeze as much as you can, and they're like,
Either that or Bigby seemed like more fun.
"It's good." Together. I think we need to make it colder. So they're trying to think about because you can only freeze so much at a time.
Yeah.
So you're freezing as much as possible, and they're trying to figure out like how can we make this colder and have it be consistent. Because like if to keep it cold, I mean your stuff only stays frozen for an hour, and each time you're casting it, like each section is gonna have to be like recast. So unless you plan to stay here for at least the next day with no sleep, continually casting the spell to keep things frozen and cold, which is an option you have. You know, they don't really have any other means of freezing things currently.
I'm having a thought.
Okay.
What if?
Never mind.
I got nothing.
Oh no, I'm not there. Never mind.
No, you're going to get
Sorry,
whiskey.
guys. I had a great thought though, but it's not gonna work anymore.
Okay. Let us see. Spell.
So
Does it have to be a full room that can get cold? Or
they
can
don't even
make
have
a
a. They have like
super
an,
cold, like...
they have a smaller area set up for it, like a corner
Oh, okay.
of the room that's more all bare stone, so it should theoretically hold the water better and be cooler because it is subterranean.
Okay.
But like it's not like full blown winter here where water would freeze. So it takes you a little while while this is all going on. You get the alcohol. Is there anything else you want to do while they're trying to figure out how to make things cold?
No, I've got some nice whiskey. I'll buy. How much is it?
It is a 50 gold bottle.
Jeez, I'll get 2.
All right, you have 2.
All right. It is super handy just being able to track your gold on this.
Oh yes.
It's also super handy for literally all the other things.
Yes, that is. But this one's my favorite.
The least used version of what it's used for is what Jake uses it for.
Yes.
Anyway, so you get that, and you'll eventually make your way back. In the meantime, they tell you like if you can stay here and continue to freeze this, that'll work. But you need to basically commit to not sleeping for at least the next day and continuing to cast this spell, freezing the water, and hope that it works.
All right. Are there any local coffee shop? I know they were all over, but like really close to this shop that I can go grab some serious coffee?
Yeah, we'll say there's one nearby.
All right, so I'm gonna tell them that I'm gonna go grab some coffee, and I'll be back.
Okay. So you freeze everything, and then you run out. You go get some coffee. How much coffee? What kind of coffee? What's the plan? So is the plan you're just gonna go back there and just sit there and keep doing this? Okay.
Wave. Could you use your armor
I was thinking of doing that.
instead? Doff the armor, put it around the egg. I don't know how cold it is on the inside or on the outside. Rather than you losing a day of rest, especially right before
what are
we're
we
trying
talking
to go Osler. How to keep things cold. The coldest, the most efficiently.
It's too bad that we don't have like a barrel from that mug shop. Because they can enchant things to keep things cold. So if we had a barrel
How
that
big-
stayed
how
cold,
big is the egg?
Cold
How
enough
big-
to what we
it's
need.
not too big to. It's not a barrel size. It would fit in a barrel.
But is it keeping it cold just as far as like beverage temperature or like freezing?
magic says stays cold.
Those are not questions you asked. You also were not anticipating this at the
Working
time.
in a
This-
nice element.
I'm definitely gonna keep it in the pack, but maybe open up the pack. The one that has it insulated.
The one that you built. That's
Yeah,
the-
keeping it cold.
So that's where the egg is there in. Okay. So what's
You
your
might as
plan?
well take it out if you're in a freezing cold area.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
So what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna try and keep it cold. Use the chill plate during the middle of it. Maybe give myself a little bit of rest. Keep it cold. Just power through it.
I can cast Catnap once, which will give you the benefit of a short rest in 10 minutes, but I don't know how much that would help.
That's better than not having a short rest in 10 minutes.
Well, I have a scroll of it, so if I use it now, I can never use it if we're like in the middle of a dungeon and you want to get
Can
all
you
your
just
shit.
learn
back.
that?
I can, but it would take time and money for me to copy it in my spellbook.
Can you make another scroll?
I don't know the spell, so I can't make it. I can't make another one.
Hmm.
If I use the scroll to copy it into my spellbook, then I could use my spellbook to make more scrolls,
Or just cast it.
or just cast it. Those are my options. So I don't have it in my spell. I don't have
Is it
it.
a ritual
Sorry,
spell?
I dropped my voice. I don't have it in my spellbook currently, but I could add it. It would just take some time.
Oh, I say, don't waste it yet.
Oh, okay.
You could stay up for a day.
I would like to point out that we are gearing up to fight someone who sounds like a legendary, powerful necromancer.
What does your future saying say?
What?
What does your future saying say?
My future saying?
Yeah, you can say the future.
I can say some of the future a little bit, but that is too far out for me to be able to predict with any kind of accuracy.
Ask again later.
I like that.
Future's unclear.
Yes.
Okay.
I know this sounds counterintuitive, but trying to tell the future is easier the closer that future is.
So, if I flipped this coin, you would be able to tell if it was going to come heads or tails?
I'm saying that it would be easier to tell whether that coin would become heads or tails than it is to tell the same thing if you were going to flip it in a week.
Can you do it?
I'm not going to.
Just guess, though.
Sure, I guess heads.
Ah, you're right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a neat trick.
I can do that about half the time.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
All right. So
So we haven't gotten any closer to the ice question.
no, we haven't.
I don't. Yeah, when I ice magic, I don't like being cold. Makes I have bad circulation, so I never learned any cold magic specifically.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
I also don't know any cold magic.
I mean, I could. No, that wouldn't work. No.
I'm sort of out of ideas here other than freezing the water.
And they're like, "It's your egg, man."
I think I can do it.
All right. So you're gonna stay here with us. We're gonna go back and we'll give you some pointers here, but you need to just make this as cold as possible for as long as possible.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a business to run, so you're just gonna stay down here and keep on freezing the water
Mm-hmm.
till maybe something happens.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it takes.
Mm-hmm.
One of
You
the
don't
bottles
have-
of whiskey?
Hope you don't have anything else to do today.
Nope.
Not today.
All right.
What? Can you kind of direct us on what to expect once it starts catching?
Well.
In case you and the other
Yeah. No.
people are out at home or
Really-
living your lives when
really
it catches.
That's a fair thing for you to say.
Mm-hmm.
So let me tell
You're
you
right up.
a thing here about it.
I would love to hear a thing here about it.
Well, all right.
What kind of thing you heard about?
What to expect when the...
You're expecting?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright.
All right. Well, they're not too bright, but here's the thing: they love to devour things that are hot. So they like to eat things, heat sources. Yeah. Whether that be a fire or a forge. If they're real hungry, y'all are warm. Not super hot, but
Warm enough.
warmer.
Spicy things?
Maybe. I don't really know. I think that's a different kind of hot.
Yes.
No, that's fair.
In certain languages, they are not the same word.
It's true. In cooking, they're not really this.
No.
Be spicy versus hot.
Versus
They like to dig in ice, roll around in broken chunks of ice to scratch their backs.
Sounds delightful.
He goes, I ain't never seen a baby frost salamander. I just know from the adult ones and from what I read. But if it's anything like a fire salamander, it don't come out the same way.
What do you mean?
Fire salamanders are much more intelligent and almost like a living creature, but they're not born as a salamander. They're born as a fire snake, and over time they mature into a full-blown salamander. Frost salamanders have humanoid upper bodies, and they can wield weapons and cast spells and such. Frost salamanders seem to be more bestial in nature and are more like a big six-legged monster thing. But if it's anything like the fire brethren, then it may come out as something a little bit smaller, a little bit more weak and snake-like, and then it may mature into a salamander at a later date. I don't really know.
Okay. So, is there any kind of like... No, that wouldn't make sense.
I know some giants, frost giants, keep them as pets, but they're huge size when they grow full grown, and so are giants. So
Okay.
it seems like a reasonable sized pet.
Interesting. I'm having...
It ain't gonna be easy, I'll tell you that much. They're trying to overcome something's kind of nature, and when I say they're not the brightest, I mean like an adult one is smarter than a dog. It's almost as smart as most people.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Most people are kind of dumb though.
That's fair, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's
No,
slightly under your average humanoid intelligence level, but not by much.
Hey,
It's an 11, right?
No, it's a 7.
Sounds pretty good.
8's the lowest you could typically have as a player character. But
6 is about the lowest you see from humanoids.
The fine steed is 6. This is a 7. So that's the best I got at this point. I mean, again, I'm not really from the north. I know what I've read in books and from what I've heard. But again, most people that typically keep these things as pets are giants, and we don't exactly get too many giants coming through here asking for pet tips. So, I mean, like I said, I don't know if the adult forms of both are vastly different. But I don't know if they have a sort of common, or in an egg they hatch, they're in a common sort of larval state, if you will, before they grow to the full grown. I don't know. There's only one way to find out, I guess. You look like you got a thought.
Can I recall from my book that I read front to back over and over again?
How to Train Your Frost Salamander? Yeah, your book that you read extensively, when you remembered to read it. When you read the book and then forgot about the egg.
Yes.
Yes, they do seem like they probably hatch into some sort of larval state. No legs. Basically like a small size snake. And I mean small size, like a regular snake is like a tiny size, so it'd be like the size of Roscoe.
Hi.
The snake that would hatch as.
It's a pretty big snake.
And it doesn't really look like a snake per se. It's got like a beak almost, but with teeth and kind of like frills down the back. It's blue. Beak is kind of whitish. They like to eat fire, but they like to eat and consume heat sources. But they are vulnerable to fire damage. So it's like a weird little thing. So like it will take double damage from any fire source. But they like to eat the heat. There you go.
All right.
Well, they're like, all right, stay cool, and then they leave. And you guys are all downstairs in the basement.
Yeah.
It's kind of cold down here.
Yeah.
Thought you were gonna go meet that lady in the
Yeah.
woods tonight.
Oh,
Park.
yeah.
That's okay. We can do it some other time. I was wondering, but whatever.
So was I, but you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not staying for first shift. See you guys. I leave.
Shit.
Well,
I'll stay
this
for
is
the
not my
I
responsibility.
will stay for the first shift.
I'm just reading my book.
But I do have
Rick
a-
doesn't feel cool. He just gets brisk, says the chap.
That's right. Hey. I am having some thoughts. Something. We should try and plan a heat source for it to eat when it hatches. Some kind of fire or something.
All right, I'll deal with that.
I can breathe fire.
Okay. That could help.
Yeah.
She's gonna start a fire.
Well, my thought process was maybe get a piece of metal, something she could heat up with her fire breath.
Would it eat the metal?
It said heat. It said heat. He mentioned forges.
Oh.
So I'm hoping maybe it would heat,
Never
heat the
mind
metal.
then. No. I was gonna
Yeah,
volunteer.
I'll go pick up a bunch of
steel.
coal.
Or you could just mama bird it.
That might kill it.
Yeah, it's a strange kind of double-edged sword in that it consumes heat, but it is vulnerable to fire.
Okay. So we could try the metal.
So that would probably be, from what they're saying, what you're hearing, the best bet, because it could siphon the heat off the metal without real risk of being damaged.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if it was eating, say, fire breath, that's a cone, so like it'll get a large chunk, but also
Fire
the
breath.
overspray
Mm-hmm.
is deadly.
All right, cool. So yeah, I'll stay up for a little while. It's mid-afternoon. At a certain point, the rest of us are gonna have to take rests.
I can go for food runs if you want.
Sure, that sounds delightful,
Since
Raina.
Rick bailed.
I would love some kind of food.
Is everybody hungry now? Like, is it lunchtime?
Oh, it's early afternoon.
I thought you left.
Well, we've
sorry,
already
it's
had
early afternoon.
lunch, but I like to have, if I can, if I'm in a city, I like to have a meal between lunch and dinner, and
Ah.
before, and because dinner comes before supper, and I do like to get an extra meal in.
Okay, I'll go see if I can find some street food.
I would love that. Thank you.
I'm gonna go outside and try to find street food.
All right. Wave. We have some time before you have to cast the spell again. Are there any games that you enjoy playing? Something we could do together to pass the time?
No, I'm out of that. I had some leaf I used to spend the time, but it's all
Okay.
up in smoke.
Well, I heard that there, in Westwick, there's a gentleman selling some leaf, as you put it.
Yes, yes.
I think his name is Balake. I've read it.
Almost, yes.
Yes, Balake. So we could make a trip there if you'd like.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
There's some mystery there.
Ah, you know Balake.
Yes, I know Blake.
Blake! I'd never heard it pronounced like that. Am I saying it right? Blake?
Yes,
Ah, Blake.
it's very good.
One of the people comes down, they're like going to like muck or going to get like some bird feed from downstairs, and they come walking past you as they're walking up as you guys are having this conversation. He goes, "Oh, you guys talking about Blake?
Yes, apparently.
I heard he's the best in the world.
At what?
In the world."
Oh.
And he goes upstairs. Anyway,
Have you heard
that was
of...
just for me and Sean.
we really liked it.
We thought it was great.
Have you heard of the game Dragon Chess?
No.
Oh, I don't have a board for it anyway. Why don't we play a game? I will say, I will pick something that I see, and then you can try and guess what it is.
I have a better idea.
No.
How about I pick out something that I see and you guess?
I have a better idea. Why don't we each have so we have the bottle of wine, right?
Right.
We can each take turns saying something that we have never done. And if the other person has done it, they have to take a drink.
Sure.
All right.
I'm so glad I'm not here right now.
Well, you don't remember anyway.
That's true. This is nothing I've done.
I never fought a zombie. I'm winning.
I have. Wait, no, I did that. No, wait, no. I guess I. Oh, maybe that counts.
Now I'm intrigued. What? Tell me your thought process.
I have never killed a dragon myself. Like,
I
dealt
have,
the
I have
killing
also
blow.
never killed a dragon.
Ah,
It's on my
I
list.
guess it.
I killed the dragon.
All right, can we skip through?
Oh no, I want one more. I want one more each from both of you.
All right.
Who killed the rust
I
dragon?
have never.
Who killed the
Oh,
rust dragon?
Big Celine.
Yeah.
Anyway, so one more each.
I have never. Been with a woman over 4 foot. Ha ha! Tricked ya.
He's never been with a woman at all.
Honestly, don't know. Never thought about it.
Sometimes these games get a little blue.
Oh. Never have I ever been married.
You got me.
That's kind of sad.
Bless you.
Bless you.
All right, so we move on. When we come back to you guys, I'm gonna have you give me one more so you think about it. So Rick, you just left.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go find some coal to buy.
Okay.
So that I can heat that up so that the thing can eat it when it's hatched.
Okay. You go and buy some coal. What was Brina doing? She was going to find metal?
Food.
Food. Street meat or something along those
Street
lines.
food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing what's around the shop.
Yeah. There are some conveniently placed donuts. It's right there. Easy to get. Bring them right in
Donuts
from my
might be a
friends.
little
Nice and easy.
too convenient.
I don't know, I'll buy some donuts.
You have some donuts. It's the fall, so apple cider donuts.
Hey.
Someone came into the coffee shop this weekend
Pumpkin
and
spice
asked
donuts?
if the apple cider donuts we buy from somewhere else actually have apple cider in them. How
No.
They say right on there, like Jones Farm apple cider donuts. We're not Jones Farm, so I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Did you tell him that?
Not in those words, but yeah.
Okay, good. Gotta
Cool.
put those
Either that or I
customers
just
in
said, yeah, they do, because I don't care.
Yeah, that's probably what I would say.
All right. So you get some apple cider donuts. Would you look for anything else or just the closest food source?
Just close to food stores.
Well, that would
No, I'll go
be
back.
donuts. Okay, so you're making your way back in, and so you go out and you find from like a forge or a barbecue place some charcoal / coal that you can burn. Anything else you're looking for while you're out? Jake.
Me. So coal I can burn.
Yep.
No, I've got the whiskey. I've got the coal. Does Brina have any winter weather stuff?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think we got it from the Abbey before because we had to travel
Does
through the
Roscoe
from Chuck
have any
in the Abbey.
winter weather stuff?
You don't know.
I want to buy a nice big blanket.
Okay. You get a nice big blanket.
This will work for him.
Anything else?
I'm just gonna get like a little. When I buy the coal, can I get like a little portable like stove thing? to
Yeah,
burn it in?
yeah, like a little metal container, like a
Yeah.
hibachi
That'd be
style
good.
thing.
I think because then he'll be able to eat the coal, which will when it's hot, and then we just keep pumping more, and we can do it wherever we need to. Cool.
Okay, you are able to do that.
I'm back.
All right, you guys all make your way back in. to the basement.
How much was that?
Gold for everything.
Gold for everything.
I'll give you a gold for everything.
No, it's okay. No, I'm
So you guys make your way back in. What do we
Never
got?
have I ever taken just a gold for something silly like this.
Okay.
It's so specific. I don't know if I've done that before.
You've never just like if you buy with one of your buddies something because they could use it and they're like, let me pay for that. I've never let any of my friends do that, as far as I can remember.
None of
For
my
you?
friends have offered.
They've never bought anything for you.
No. When I've bought them things, they've never been like, let me get this for you. Let me get you back for this. It's been a while since I've been out and about with people.
That's true.
So, not that I can recall.
Okay. Too old for that.
So that was, I guess, Rick's, which wasn't part of the plan, but it happened.
It did.
So who's next?
Never have I ever spent over 900 gold for a horse. I heard about that. I was unnecessarily upset about it.
Never have I ever had a kid.
Shit.
Never have I ever been an adult.
Well, she's right, technically.
When did everyone start playing?
Yeah, accurate.
Respect.
Being an adult's a mindset.
Okay. So
Still never do that.
Never have I ever.
Never.
As I'm freezing things,
I'd say go.
little frosted donuts.
frosted donuts.
Ooh.
Frisbee donuts. Ooh.
You know what's great right now?
I'm gonna
Is
try.
this coffee in my mug that stays hot.
I'm gonna try to start
That is-
frisbeeing donuts onto Rick's spikes.
This.
Like a ring toss.
I think this is the beginning of something beautiful. Brina, may I have another donut?
Like a dexterity check.
I'm gonna go get more donuts.
Lucky.
Use the points.
22.
That hits.
I landed
That
on
one
the
lands on the
spike. I was
spike.
aiming for the middle one,
Yeah,
the
sure.
big one.
Got it!
Brina comes back with like an armful of donuts.
Oh dear.
I sit
Settle in.
backwards to them.
How many donuts did you get?
I don't know.
Dozen.
2 dozen.
Just a dozen?
Well,
You said an armful. but
Yeah.
You're also a child.
yeah.
So
No, like, okay, so the
30.
first time I would have gotten, there's 4 of us.
A dozen.
I would have gotten like 8 the first time, so enough for everybody to have 2. And so if I go back, I'm gonna say like 20.
okay.
But 20 donuts to play with. 12 to
gonna-
eat, 20 to play.
I'm gonna charge you 2 gold pieces for all of these donuts.
That sounds
Worth
pretty
it.
reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah, do this for a while, and then Now,
Burton is just sitting next to you,
Cedric,
looking them up.
you have a lot of experience with the forge. If we were to, let's say, take all those little bits of coal and make them one big bit of coal, would that burn hotter longer? Would that benefit us in any way?
Just to put them all together?
Yeah, make it one big thing of coal.
I can't do that.
Yes, I'm asking if it would help.
Oh, like, because you can do that. No, it wouldn't help.
No.
No, you need surface area.
Oh.
You'd be able to keep a nice even bed. It would probably take longer to burn through, but I don't think it would be reasonable. It needs oxygen to burn. So any part of it that's not exposed to the air is going to not burn very well.
Okay.
Yep. But it wouldn't take much. Anyway, we shouldn't run a forge down here in the basement. There's no...
Oh no! I meant for the salamander.
Yeah. No,
Need
what's
it.
that thing? No, better just to do little bits at a go.
Alright.
We don't even know how much it eats.
Fair. All right. Let us wait
Wait.
it out.
Oh, here, I got you the blanket. I don't know if you had any cold stuff.
Oh, I did not pack any cold weather gear. Thank you.
There you go.
This is cozy.
All right. So you guys
Mm-hmm.
are just gonna sit here for at least the next 24 hours while he just casts some magic? Is that the plan?
Yes.
I'm asking.
Well,
Yes.
unless you guys want to go fight something, like while he's doing this. But like,
No, I feel like if we're gonna, well, I'm not trying to tell you how to do what you do, but if we're trying to build up the name of the new Valguard, I feel like we should have the whole group.
That makes sense to me.
reasonable.
And logistically, so Pat doesn't just sit
Yeah,
here
yeah,
for an
yeah,
hour
no,
and a
yeah,
half
yeah,
while we
yeah.
play a fun game.
Yeah, I got nothing else going on really.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll hang out here.
We'll take turns keeping Wave awake when it gets time.
Okay. So some time goes by. The next
So
8
slowly.
hours. It is now gone through the evening into the early morning now. How are you guys? How's this working?
In my mind, it was similar to
Just taking watches.
pretty
But
much.
just keeping Wave company, basically.
Yeah.
And making sure. So
I mean, if we stagger it, because we can only lose like the 2 hours, but if we stagger when we start our rest, then we can make sure that he's not alone
Fair.
for too long.
Ty Cooper can be there.
TC. Well, I don't know how. I feel like the interaction to keep him awake is the main point.
Yeah.
So with TC, yeah, but he, yes, he could help.
He has a personality.
He
He's
does.
well, not
He's not a person. He
but
is
you know,
a weird
he
muddled
could keep
chicken.
company. He's great company
He's
for
a really
me.
ugly chicken.
He's yes.
Not-
I refer to him as muddled. Really bad.
I think that's
Fact.
apt.
You're beautiful.
Alright, I'll start resting first.
Sure.
Cool.
I'll run out and get a deck of cards.
I'll be
we can
doodling
play
in my
some games.
sketchbook, reading my book about the rock pads, you know,
Okay. Mhm.
meditating.
Yeah.
And you're just casting freezy stuff?
And I'm going to be praying at the same time.
Praying and casting.
Casting and praying.
Okay. So
Preston
you're
and
resting.
Can I get a White Lotus boards like game set? Because I only have the 4 tiles. So can I go
You
get some
could
tiles?
go look for, yeah, if you want to go do that.
I'm gonna go with him because wherever there's cards, maybe it's like a game shop.
Okay. So
I'm
you're
gonna take it out.
So you're sleeping. Yeah, you were sleeping, and then everybody. All right, so that's fine. So he's sleeping, and you're there by yourself.
Wake him up. Okay.
I already said several. All right, so it's okay. So I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, Wave.
Natural 20.
Okay, so you stay awake.
So 20.
You guys come back.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Once I have a deck of cards.
Yeah. It takes a little while to find a place that's. I mean, most of the stuff is open, which is surprisingly not like a place that is like, oh, this is the card shop that sells cards. Like, it takes a little bit to find a place that has it. Because
Is it a game shop?
Yeah.
Would they have a White Lotus?
sure. Well, you're going out looking for cards.
Yes.
And you are you
Okay.
going? You're going with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna wander around the city at night.
I don't know.
It shouldn't.
He's right.
Eventually, we'll say you do find a game shop. It takes about an hour of scouring to find a shop, and yes, you can get the rest of the set and the board.
And the board.
Yes.
Do you want a set? Do we can play together?
We each need our own set.
I don't know.
Then
Let's say I
maybe.
feel like that was a thing.
I feel like yes, right?
Yeah, I thought so.
You like
I
collect
will-
your own
I
set of
will
tiles and stuff
also
like that. It's like
purchase a
Yu-Gi-Oh!
set
Or
of
like any of that
tiles.
stuff. Collect the
so
tiles.
so we can play White Lotus together.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that Rev died because he had the full set of. Or wait, you have his bag.
I have the. Oh, I do.
You do?
You go to the card shop, you have an entire deck of not important in the back of
Forgot about that.
There's some cards.
an entire deck of a 2-player starter deck of
Yes.
not important
Not important.
The most.
Most unimportant game.
Yeah. The most not important.
Yeah, so you're able to get the tiles, a deck of cards, that you remember as you rummage through Rev's things, that you also have that.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's not this thing.
Ah, I don't know what that is.
Nah, me neither.
Okay.
Nice.
And then, yeah, you guys make your way back to Wave. Rick's asleep.
Okay. Just let him sleep for the next 6 hours, and then he'll take his watch. So, he's been asleep for a little while. Why don't you take the next rest?
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Wave, I found us some cards, and we are going to play a game called War. And then we play more.
Okay. You do. You guys make me a gaming tools. Or intelligence if you don't have proficiency in gaming
I
tools.
don't. So a 23.
So 3.
You win.
Ah! Good game!
Like you wipe the floor.
Yeah. It's just hire card. I don't know how.
You had all the aces.
I did. Coincidentally. I
There's
did know
like a
that
triple
was gonna
war
happen.
at one point. You won.
Silly bitch.
All right. So what else? Anything of interest happen in this evening worth of stuff?
Yeah. Once I get a long rest, and swap out my spells, but
Okay.
it's not entirely.
So you go to take your rest. So yeah, we're into the next day now. I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Who's awake with him right now?
That's
You.
Ah. If he looks like he's gonna fall asleep, I'm gonna smack him in the face.
You know what? Can I have that back?
Sure.
Does he look
I
tired?
got a 15.
He does look tired. He's okay though. He looks a little sleepy. He's been awake for over 24 hours at this point.
So 15?
Yeah, you're okay for now. You're yawning though. I'm sure your eyes are getting a little droopy.
Hey, don't fall asleep.
Okay.
Alright. So it's the next day. You guys eventually wake up from your nap. He's still there freezing stuff every hour.
Alright, well, after this round, go outside for a little bit. Get some sunshine on you. I'll help keep you awake.
No, I'm alright. I got the coffee.
Okay.
Alright, so it's the next day. What do you guys want to do while he's doing this? Are you guys just going to sit here the whole time? For the whole next day? Because we'll say it's like 10 a.m. Everybody's gotten their rest.
Yeah, we're waiting to hear back from... Hey,
Yeah.
Roscoe, you want to go check with your guy, see if he's got any information?
Sure.
Alright, yeah, that's about
Is that all
it.
you guys are doing?
I don't want to start training with swords right now.
Cedric, would you mind accompanying me?
Yeah.
It is a seedier area, and if I am accompanied by a strong dwarf made of spikes, I feel like there's less of a chance people will accost me, and then I'd have to...
Cost them.
Yeah, and it'd be bad for them. And I'd like to avoid the whole thing.
Alright.
How much would it cost?
Lovely.
I come off a little prickly.
All
right.
Both of you.
So you're staying with Wave.
New Grim Portent.
Or just regular
Just
portrait.
constantly chattering to him.
What?
5 and a 3.
Ooh.
It's a different kind of a
Almost
portent.
the opposite kind of day.
Yeah.
Okay, so alright, you stay with Wave and you guys go to the seedy underbelly.
Alright.
And you can see, you guys open the door and like, you see like, as you guys are opening it, you see like, crack dealer guy's like, whoop, and he runs away. He's like, and he's gone.
Good.
Seems
Seems like we're developing somewhat of a reputation.
That's fair enough. Alright, where's your guy at?
Oh, yonder.
you guys walk past the flasks are us, the table of random different potions that have like a try 'em. You know one of them is just a skeleton in a bottle.
Yes.
There are 9 other potions on the table.
Is anything down here worth buying, or is it all just kind of like seedy junk?
Kind of seedy junk.
Well,
I bought some cool things. My contact has some cool things. I bought this.
Ooh, is that your crystal skull?
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's my new spellcasting focus.
nice. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we'll check him out.
You see they have a couple. You can see like different places have some different weapon options here. You can see they have these specific types of daggers that have like poison in the daggers. You can see some. You can see they have swords that looks like a long sword, but the pommel is actually a spring-loaded dagger.
Ooh.
So like you can be fighting and then like pull it out. And as long as people don't know that it's there, that
Sneak
would qualify
attack.
for sneak attack.
Nice.
Spring-loaded blade. They have these pretty nasty-looking curved daggers that are serrated, that are designed to just leave bloody injuries.
Ooh.
So if you stab people with them, they start to bleed.
Ah.
And you know, that's the base level. If you find someone that knows of that, there are certain techniques that can be done
Ooh.
with those weapons to facilitate longer lasting, more severe wounds. But yeah, these daggers kind of look like it's a very thin, long blade, and the handle, the pommel looks like a scorpion tail, and it actually has like little scorpion claws as like sort of a cross guard, and it has like in the handle is the venom itself. So
How much are those serrated blades there? Crack might be able to do something with my gauntlets.
Ah, that would be interesting.
Bring them back one to
Yeah, that's a great idea.
mess around with. If not mine, maybe somebody else's.
Yeah.
25 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll get one.
Yeah, they also have. What else do they have down here? Anything of interest? Yeah, they have the spring-loaded handled swords there, and
Yeah, I've got my belt of hidden knives.
yeah, and they have obviously a bunch of different kinds of poisons
Right.
and things down here. So if that's the thing you wanted to get to put on your weapon, that's definitely an
It's
option.
dangerous when you're your weapon to coat it with poisons.
Yeah, you can see again all of the different flasks containing at this place. Who knows what you'll find. And then yeah, your contact has his treasures as well. Sure.
Anything?
Sure. Someone can roll me a d10.
Oh no, I'm asking him if he heard anything.
Oh, well,
Sorry.
you can roll me a d10 anyway. Or Jake can.
No,
I need 2 d10s total. So
So if that's the case,
6.
6, 10.
somebody roll me again.
5. 8.
2.
You do see the war spoon.
Ooh. What the hell is this?
Like it's a war spoon.
Continue.
Oh, you've never heard of a war spoon before?
No.
So, you're at war.
Is he a human?
I think so.
I don't think we established.
We didn't. It wasn't important. He could be a human.
Humans are crazy.
He's not there. Who are you whispering to? Oh, him? Because you're leaning over into...
Oh no, I was making eye contact.
I see. Yeah, he's like, you ever been at war?
Yep.
You ever needed a spoon?
Yep.
This is a spoon that also serves as a weapon. No one expects a spoon.
No.
Great for gouging eyeballs.
Yep.
I've heard people of extreme strength thrust these through someone's body. Kill them. Specially crafted spoon.
How much?
That's my only war spoon. I could part with it for 25 gold pieces.
Oh, that's too much.
He goes, it's also perfect condition. You can sharpen it if you want, make it a sharpened war spoon.
Is it used?
This one, no. This one came right off the assembly line.
Insight check. He doesn't seem like the guy with new war spoons.
11.
Insight's nice because I can just
roll for it.
Yeah. Yeah, you think he's telling the truth. You also see a diamond encrusted diamond is also there on the table. Some yogurt.
Oh, nope. No, thank you.
We could get it for Terry. Terry loves yogurt.
Ooh.
Never mind.
You also see what else? Oh, the Swiss Army axe.
Ooh, that is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
How much is that?
And he's like, "It's my only Swiss Army axe." 250 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Because really, you're not just getting an axe. Getting an axe, getting a shovel, getting hedge trimmers, big ass corkscrew, pencil.
Oh, wow. That is exciting. No, I'm gonna pass.
Screwdriver,
No, that's okay.
magnifying glass,
And all of these things seem too useful.
toothpick.
I have a toothpick.
You have another one. Like that. I didn't need that. He says, I'm all out of cubic zirconia skulls and beholder pinatas, but I do have this commemorative plate and this commemorative plate mail. One is just a plate.
What's the plate?
It says Aophel Memorial 5K Fun Run. And he goes, this, I don't know what it's commemorating, but it's shiny.
No, I'm gonna pass. Did you have the information for Roscoe?
No, not yet.
Alright.
I haven't got anything back. So I also got, I think he had a Supreme hat last time too. Just a really nice hat. One more thing. Let's give him one more thing here. He's like, I got this thing, which is literally some Vorpal thing. I wonder what Vorpal thing it is.
I also wonder that.
Let's find out. What could we make it? I don't know.
A Vorpal razor blade.
That would be a bad idea.
Just be really careful with that.
Celine, roll me a d10.
Cut your hair on the molecular level.
Ooh.
5.
It is a Vorpal rock.
Yeah. I want this Vorpal rock.
Alright, goes.
This is my only Vorpal rock.
It's my only Vorpal rock. 1,000 gold pieces.
1,000 gold pieces.
He goes, listen, you know what Vorpal things do. This is a rock of Vorpality. You don't find those very often.
Alright.
Or really ever.
You
But
know
I got
what?
one.
I'll get you 600 gold for it. Because I don't know that I could rework it into something else.
He goes, but you look like a guy who could throw a good rock.
Oh, you're not wrong. Still 600 gold.
700 gold. Come on.
650.
Fine.
Alright.
Get Vorpal rock.
Alright, yeah. I never had a Vorpal thing before.
He starts going into the back to fill up his thing again. And he puts out, in place of all the things you guys just bought, he wheels something, he's pushing something out. It's huge, bigger than his entire stall. And he pulls this big ass sheet off, and it is, quote, a bitchin' Trans Am.
Oh, that is bitchin'.
I would ruin the upholstery. You ready, Roscoe?
Yes.
Alright, let's get out of here.
All right.
Alright? It's a very sharp, angular rock.
Yeah.
Because it needs to be Vorpal.
Yep.
I do like your call. Chat says tie it to a stick.
Yeah.
Vorpal hammer.
Brilliant.
Be more like a Vorpal axe.
We could turn it into a Vorpal mace.
Well,
Just throw it on another chain with your, yeah, with your morning star. It'd be the perfect use
no,
for it.
today it smells like down here in the basement. Peppermint mocha.
Ooh.
They must have gone to the shop that you guys were at. Bought some of the more expensive stuff.
God, it smells terrible down here.
No, it
I think
doesn't.
it smells nice.
You're just saying that to be
You're not here.
contrary.
Oh, wrong purpose.
No, I just don't like peppermint. You know what? I really just like peppermint and chocolate together.
You can make me an Arcana check as you walk by the flask table.
Ugh.
Not a great roll.
Is your portent better?
No.
It's
Well,
35.
yeah, no.
You can make me a perception check as you walk by the flask table.
15.
16.
So, you see one, and you're like, I'm pretty sure that's just like water, like brackish water. You don't know, but that's what you think.
I think it's just runoff water in that potion bottle.
I think I had the same thought last time.
And you look at a different one, and you're like, I think that one's blood. But like, the glass is lightly chilled.
Oh.
Ice cold blood.
Ice cold blood.
That's like the opposite of what we want for the frost salamander.
Yes. Well, I don't know if it would somehow help keep it cold, but Wave seems to be doing a good job.
I was thinking, well, hot blood would be good for it to eat.
Yeah. We probably shouldn't give it a taste for blood right off the bat.
Oh, it's a carnivore. It's gonna need
I thought it
blood.
just ate heat. That's what it sounded like.
You don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
The one you fought looked like it was going to eat you.
We killed that thing. It's parent
Oh,
when we got that egg.
yes.
And it was definitely ready to try and eat me. I wasn't hot.
You were warm.
That's
Where were you fighting it?
In the by the Doten Abbey.
Were you the warmest thing in the area?
Ember left already.
Yep.
Maybe that's why.
That's possible.
We don't know. I just don't think we should go out of our way to give it a taste for blood.
Well, this is cold blood anyway. So
it's called. It's
better.
a moot point.
A moot point.
Moot point.
What does moot mean?
It means it doesn't matter.
Ah, okay.
You also see there's a
Sounds
stall
like a moot word.
selling some real cheap wine. Real cheap
I'm
elven
good.
wine.
I'm also good.
All right, back to
Mad
the
Mage
shop.
2020.
What?
Mad Mage 2020.
Yeah.
Like
Like Mad Dog going anywhere. I got it.
No,
I like
it's
it.
a 2-goat choke
Oh.
is what the wine is.
Ugh. That sounds terrible. It does.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys make your way back.
Toilet wine.
More or less. Yeah.
Nothing yet. We have at least another day here.
You're real sleepy. The better part of the day's gone
Can
by.
I get that rest, bud?
Sure. You want the?
Oh, actually, you didn't know if you wanted to use it or not.
No,
How
well,
long does it take to copy into your spell book?
3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours and a
6 hours?
What's up?
Is it an hour per or 2 hours per? Probably 2 hours per.
I don't remember off the top of my
So
head.
it's somewhere between 3 and 6 hours.
Yeah, several hours.
At least 300 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Every hour.
Alright.
All right.
Double check. Yeah, it's certainly an option. I would just need
Constitution saving.
some gold.
I got gold. 18.
You are like,
Put some whiskey under his nose.
does that wake you up? You smell whiskey.
It definitely don't put me to sleep.
Okay. So, all right.
I'm gonna take a little bit on my finger and just up his nose. That'll wake him up.
You can make me another
2
check
hours.
with advantage.
It would, yeah, 2 hours.
2 hours, so 6 hours total.
Yeah.
That might be pretty good. Anyway,
Oh yeah, 23.
Yeah, you're awake.
that's an old dwarven trick
Thanks.
that I
That-
made up.
I really appreciate that.
Yes.
It
if I could
also
have-
hurts. The inside of your nose hurts because it was just abraded by a dwarven finger.
Yes.
Well, you gotta make it bleed a little bit. I justified it to one in particular. That's the alcohol, so good. You know.
All right, yeah. So you guys, the people come downstairs. Eventually, they're like, "Well, it's cold down here.
It
Good
is.
job. Still awake.
Thank you.
All right. Well, keep it going.
All right.
It's been in a lukewarmy cold state for a little while, like in a cooler. Needs to get real cold. So you've been doing that for 24 hours. Maybe tonight we'll see some progress.
Sure hope so.
Yeah. Good luck. Go back upstairs.
All right.
You're back, Brina. You've read your book.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to buy a pet rock?
Well, what did I learn?
What do you want to know about it?
Like temperament, like like how to train them,
So you would know.
how often, like what do they eat? Do I need to feed them?
They eat rocks.
You would know that they're actually quite intelligent,
Mm-hmm.
like above human level intelligence.
Oh.
Oh no.
Um,
They shouldn't be in a pet store.
they can't speak though.
That's still not okay.
Knocks the thing over. Be free.
Just buy them all.
You know that
75.
How many were there?
I don't know how many were there.
Not enough gold.
one. Apparently, they all sold overnight. There's just one.
Oh, I'm gonna buy it.
Okay.
Wait, will it like stay with me? Can I commune with it somehow? Communicate? Is there anything about communication? Training them, but they were super intelligent, so like I don't want to like think of it as like I don't know.
Yeah, they. What's your intelligence?
13.
What's yours?
11.
Okay.
Oh, no, I don't even think that's right. 10.
Okay. It's almost as. What's yours?
12.
Okay. So yeah, it's gotten, for all intents and purposes, a 9 intelligence.
Oh, okay.
So it's high functioning and it knows things. It also has a 30-foot movement speed.
Okay.
It's not slow.
Yeah.
It does have attacks. If it pretends to look like a rock, you probably wouldn't know the difference between it and any other rock. It has tremor sense, but it also has eyeballs, so it can
Nice.
see. Well, it actually is less. See, it looks like that.
Ah.
Aw.
So it's a sort of a pet rock, but also the rock is more or less like a shell on its back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they are able to touch a stone and know what types of creatures have gone past that particular stone in the past 24 hours.
Ooh, does it speak any languages?
Yeah.
What do you speak?
Common, elf, dwarf, and goblin.
No, it doesn't seem like it can speak anything that you speak.
Hmm.
Does it speak Turanian?
Hang on. We got some
Terran?
terrain. Okay. Yeah.
You can speak with it.
Yeah.
But you're not there. You're focused
Yeah,
on.
no, I'm not there.
Would
That's
it
cool.
say that it can speak that language in the guidebook?
It doesn't say because the person who wrote the guidebook didn't speak it.
Alright. I'm gonna buy it.
Does it eat anything?
It eats dirt.
Oh,
I'm gonna get it.
It's 250 gold pieces.
75 before.
There's only one left.
I have that problem.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, you buy it. So we have some trinkets in this whole process. Roscoe gets a trinket. But do we have any fan suggestions that I can give to you?
Sean, it was 300 gold for that spell to write in the book.
No, 150, but it would take 6 hours. And then it's not in my spell book for today, so we would
Is
have
it
to
a
wait
ritual
until tomorrow. I don't think
It's
so.
not a ritual.
No.
Makes sense. It's just like a quick action spell, right?
No, it takes 11 minutes to cast, and then lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So it's kind of, you can get
I thought it was
a.
an action.
Maybe you
Might be
think
wrong.
of it as a ritual.
What's that?
Maybe you were thinking of it as a ritual.
No, I think it's at 11 minutes. But you saying it's an action actually makes more sense.
Right.
Let me check.
Why not just take a short rest if you have 20 minutes to kill?
Oh.
All right, Roscoe. In this craziness, you find the thing.
Woo!
Trinket. Which
Oh no, that's right. That's an action.
make me a percentile roll, Sean. And you too, Jake.
59 dudes.
Yeah, buddy. 20. Solid. Solid.
Solid.
As a rock.
As a piece of stone.
Rock lobster.
I still
You find a set of steel dentures
Ooh.
that enable the user to consume minerals.
That'd be good for Brina to bond with her new rock.
Or to eat her new rock.
Or to eat it.
Oh shit.
What'd you get, Jake? Sorry.
20.
20. I hate the barbarian ones so much. They're so garbage. You find an alligator pelt down here in the basement.
Huh.
There was an alligator down here one time.
The hell is this thing?
Looks to be an alligator or something.
Never seen an alligator before.
Oh. Well, you might. We're heading into a swamp.
It's good that this thing's gonna have wonderful disguise in a swamp. It's gonna be hard to see.
Yes, that's kind of their thing.
Looks like good leather though.
Yeah, it does make good leather.
So the rest of this day goes by.
Wait, before the rest of this day goes by, should I start copying catnap? The benefit is I have a lot of spells in my spell book, so I don't get to prepare as many as I'd like on a daily basis. So if we keep it as a spell scroll, I can pull it out when we need it without
How much would
having
it
to
cost to make a spell scroll of catnip? Would you have it?
3rd level spell. I think it was like 100 or 200 per spell level.
I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta double check.
I thought it was 25 for like a level 1 scroll.
Maybe to buy, but not to craft. Or I might have that reversed.
Um, 500 gold and 5 8-hour days.
Yeah.
That is pretty beefy.
Yeah.
You have proficiency in Arcana, I assume.
Yes.
You need that to do.
Makes sense.
It's totally your call.
Well, I mean, the short rest really benefits you guys more than me. It would be in my head. It's if we're in a dungeon or something like that, and one of us needs a short rest. If
Useful.
you used your fighter things, or you're low on key points, or you're sleepy, I could
Do
help
real
you
quick.
out in 10 minutes.
All right.
I'd save it, man.
Okay.
Alright. So you buy a pet rock. You're still casting spells. So we're now probably at about 36 hours at this point. It's like in the evening. You've been awake for 36 hours. You're still
We bring back some high test caffeine at this point. This isn't regular coffee. This is advanced coffee.
you bring down you come downstairs with your pet. You can hear this thing kind of like talking as you're like focusing on freezing, and it's just like, well, now we're in the basement, I guess. Oh well, such is my lot in life.
Oh,
Now I'm downstairs.
I'm gonna say to him in Primordial, what's the matter, guy? Thing?
You guys just hear this conversation, and he's just like, I used to live in the mountains, and then someone took me and my friends and put us in the thing upstairs, and then they all went away yesterday, and now someone picked me up, and now I'm down here.
That sounds terrible.
I mean, it's not the best.
You know, I once was taken away from my friends. Actually,
Oh.
several times.
Yeah?
So,
Did people buy you?
no,
Oh,
no, they were killed.
no. That's
Oh.
bad.
So, if you need to talk, you're not alone.
Cool, so I guess you guys are now in charge of me?
Oh, she is.
Oh, is that how that
if you,
works?
If you wanna talk to her, I can communicate for you. You know, things that you might like, things that we can make your existence a little better.
Oh, that's... You could just let me go.
You know, I'm gonna communicate that to you. 1 second.
How many languages is this ritual? If you were wondering.
I was wondering if I could do it
wants
as
to
a
be let go
choice, just for fun.
because all its friends in it were taken from the mountains, and it's
Aw.
kind of had a shitty existence,
Aw.
and kind of wants to do its own thing and have freedom.
Does it want me to let it go now, or does it want me to take it back to the mountains and let it go somewhere there?
Do you want to go back to your home, or
I mean, if that's an option.
where is your home? Do you even know?
I don't know where I am right now.
Oh, you're in the basement of
Well, I figured I was in the...
DiTherrian creature shop.
I don't know what that is.
Does it know the name of the mountain?
Do you know the name of the mountain?
No, I
Probably
just called it home.
home.
Oh.
Oh,
Home
this is
mountain.
the saddest thing I've ever heard. I was taken from my home too.
Do you have a name?
No. We don't really have names. We're just kind of do our thing.
Well, I'll get it to a nice rocky area and let it go.
Okay.
If it's okay with hanging out with us for a while. If not, I'll let it go outside. But it's kind of dangerous out there, so who knows?
I'm gonna relay that.
Okay. That's like, okay. I guess. That sounds good.
You know
I
what?
just want to be friends.
I'm gonna call you Cliff because you left us hanging on that.
It's like, okay. I guess I'm Cliff now.
He's unsure, so it's kind of the cliffhanger.
The hell kind of dentures are those?
Good ones. Do you know anyone who needs dentures?
Call them adamantine dentures.
Currently, I can tell they're made out of adamantine, though,
Yes.
which is enticing.
Yeah. If you lose all your teeth, you can have them.
Fair enough. All right, secondary question. Have you done anything like magic item creation?
No.
Okay.
That's very difficult and specific.
Tertiary question.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think we could take my new Vorpal stone and
Yes.
attach it to the top of his spinny flail thing?
Probably.
Because then it would be like 2 heads.
I don't know if that would help, but we could try.
Cool. All right. Maybe
I don't know how combat with weapons works, so I don't know if that would like throw off the balance. I don't know if that. I've heard people say that, but I don't know what it means.
All right. Maybe we'll have to go with Crag. He would be the kind of
Yes.
guy who would know.
He would know about weight ratios and fighting
Weapons.
computations.
Computations.
Yes, you have to.
What is a computation?
It's something you compute. A computation.
All right.
I don't
so
know what that
it
means.
is now. This is all happening in the background. Sob story of who's been named Cliff.
During one of the hour breaks he has, he can take, if you let him use it, give him some of the coffee soap. Maybe take a cold bath, wake you up,
Or a hot bath.
coffee soap.
Chill.
You could use the
Here you go.
the exfoliation. You are covered in dead skin cells.
All right.
All right. You take a bath in the basement. I
Yeah.
guess. Sure. Why not? That's fun.
Bree, go upstairs.
I will, as a ritual, cast Leoman's tiny hut in the corner so he can have some privacy.
My good sir.
All right. So you
You
shower.
say words weird.
Yeah.
What?
It's now
Privacy.
it's now midnight.
What?
So you've been up for
That was
a
unnecessary.
long time.
40 hours.
That was
40
not-
straight
You
hours.
hurt my feelings.
I apologize.
Make me a Constitution saving throw at advantage because of your coffee shower.
That's an 18.
Ooh.
You did that at advantage?
I did.
Wait, are you re-rolling or are you just adding the number?
It's just a +1.
Reroll.
I don't know what it was.
No, I just reroll 1, right? I don't reroll at advantage.
Correct. Just reroll 1.
Oh, that's an 18.
Ooh. You
18
guys,
on the roll?
Yeah, no.
No.
Wave's starting to fall asleep.
I smack him really hard across the face.
Roll an attack roll.
Start yelling at him.
25.
Oh, hit.
Yeah, roll some damage.
6 damage.
Okay, that'll wake you up.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I fell asleep.
Gotta wake up, man.
Thanks.
It's time to do your ice casting.
I'm gonna try something.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to. This was my thought. So, we submerge the egg in some cold water that Wave has been freezing, and I cast chromatic orb at it as cold as many times as I can. See if it like naturally freezes, so we can give Wave at least a
Freezing
one.
in an ice block.
Yeah. See if I can do that without the... Because here is my thought. If we can get it contained and we can freeze it, it might last longer than an hour. If it's natural and not magical, which will run out at a certain moment.
Ah,
A big block of ice usually takes a while to...
especially when it's cold already.
Yes. Maybe give... maybe a little break.
But if it doesn't work, you wake me up and I go right back to it.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. How many times you cast a chromatic orb?
I'm going to start with all of my first level spell slots.
Okay. Make me an Arcana check after you cast all 4.
All right. Lucky. That's better. 22.
Okay. Yeah, it freezes into a solid block of ice.
All right.
Nice.
Okay. So, you go to sleep, I guess? For how long?
So we notice it.
An hour?
Starting. to
Yeah, I'm
too much?
gonna try and keep it up. So I'm gonna try and get him a long rest,
Okay.
even if it burns all my spell slots.
Okay. Make me, we'll call it 4 Arcana checks at advantage.
All right. You two.
Let's see how this goes.
Excuse me. That's a 26.
Yep, good.
That is a natural 20, so that's a 28.
Damn.
And
do much
a
cold stuff.
24.
Damn.
Okay, yeah. So you are able to get a long rest.
Damn, I've never seen you roll so consistently well.
Yeah, me neither.
So at the end of your long rest, you guys hang out there for another 8 hours.
Yeah.
He sleeps. Got ready to go more. It is 8 a.m. in the morning.
Much
What do you guys do? He's casting spells. What about you two?
I'm gonna
Sleep.
leave
Food
this
runs.
second bottle of whiskey.
Food runs.
Food runs. Keep me well fed. It helps my magic.
Practice
There's some
my
whiskey.
exercises.
Well fed.
Hang out with my pet rock.
I need to keep my mind sharp.
Okay.
I'll go get sharp food for his mind.
Okay.
Wait,
Get some toasty
Swordfish.
scoops.
so sharp.
Mouth shurikens.
What do you eat, Cliff?
Dirt.
Okay. Hey,
Well, yeah.
Can you bring some dirt for Cliff?
Sure. Does he eat coal?
Coal? Cliff?
Well, I don't know if I've ever had it.
Bring a little.
I'll throw him some.
And up inside the little darkness inside, he eats it. He likes it a lot. Tells you that.
Good.
This is great.
Here, I just leave the bag here.
And he's just like,
He'll eat this. Don't let him eat it all, or do. I don't care.
alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna need some of that
I'll get more while I'm out.
Alright, so that happens. And let's see. So at the next day, it's been 48 straight hours of freezing cold here. Make me an animal handling check.
Can I help him with this? 'Cause I'm
You're out
proficient.
getting food.
Right now?
Yeah, it's right now.
That's not what I want then.
Natural 20.
Nice.
So 26.
Alright, now make me a percentile roll.
Oh my Lanta.
So,
Oh.
I told you because they fucked up and didn't give you coffee, I'm going to give you 55%.
Ooh.
So,
It's gotta be high, man.
do you want it to be high
45 and
55?
over?
Or what do you want? You didn't tell me
He
what
said,
you
he said high 50.
Okay. What'd you get?
25.
Mmm.
Shucks.
Is that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Jake.
What'd you get?
Damn.
What'd you get?
14.
Just give me what you
I
get.
don't have anything.
That was my last one.
Yeah, alright.
Ooh.
Oh, come on.
Been sitting on that one for a while.
What was it?
It was extra damage die, I think, or max damage.
Oh,
Increased damage on an attacked by 1 die.
Cool.
come on, Triad. It's a 3.
Oh!
We went backwards.
No, man, you invoke the triad. That's like when I invoke Mistra. You roll low when you invoke gods.
Shit, I think it's a different set of percentiles, dude.
Charges. Do I have charges?
No.
Ooh, Pat.
What'd you roll?
100.
Just rolled 100.
That is impressive.
Doesn't happen.
Boy. Before you do anything.
I don't think I have
What
any
the hell
more.
is that?
I have
Nope.
I only
think
have
used
one
my
for
charges.
I have one for Morg.
Yeah. No.
You're all out of charges, my friend.
Yeah, I am.
I have so many charges.
You have 12.
No. This is what I would use them for, but I can't use them for them.
No. Well, we'll have to see what happens next week.
Oh.
Actually, next week? Next week, yeah. We'll have to see what happens next week. Internet. Will Wave be able to hatch the frost salamander egg? Or did all of the things that happened that went wrong, the 4 rolls he made?
Yeah.
3, 4.
4.
4 rolls he made that all were under 45 caused the frost salamander egg to have suffered in the several week period where he forgot to even talk about it.
Yeah.
Did that cause the egg to fail?
Rolled 3 times. 12, 95, 4.
Wow.
I'm
Alright.
such a good cleric.
It better do something. Well, Ash, that is something.
Something is something.
We, might not be anything.
Reality is often disappointing.
It's been over 30 episodes. Yeah, I hate to have it end in such an anticlimactic way.
But sometimes
That's life. Unless the reliquary comes in and causes some wonky ass shit. But that's a lot of money between now and next Tuesday, so I don't expect that.
Well, we got next Monday.
We do have next Monday
We'll see what happens there.
and Sunday. You never know. So anyway, thank you, Internet, so much for watching. Thank you again for the 8 billion follows. We're going to have to definitely roll credits tonight to see how many we got. I will throw out again that we do have some sponsors and we do have a giveaway going on right now, which is I'm sure why most of you have come to follow the channel is to enter the giveaway. But there's a link if you haven't entered. And we do have our sponsors, an Initiative Coffee Company, which you should check out their new roast. That's a combo
It's
with
very good.
Mini Terrain Domain, and it also, every purchase of it helps to go support a good cause. You can use our coupon code and get $2 off as well, so that's pretty sweet. And our friends at Elderwood Academy, while we don't have any coupons per se, if you buy from the link in the chat there, a percentage of it comes back to Nerd Immersion to help us not only make the stream better for you guys by being able to purchase upgraded things. Next thing on the list for increasing Nerd Immersion here on the Tuesday game and in general is some more custom kind of alert stuff to appear on the stream. You know, when you just donate, we now have the rain of coins coming down to get a couple more things like that. Character art, and then the following after that would be increased camera quality, but that is a significant jump from where we're at right now. We're basically coming into the realm of, if we want to go on the cheap end, Logitech Brios, which would be $150 per camera, or something better, which we're talking literal SLR cameras. So we're talking in the hundreds of dollars to get ourselves some 4K video quality for you. But, you know,
We are pretty.
that's the only logical step we can get. We upgraded the mics. We could possibly do better there, but I think we're in a good spot as it stands. So the only way to really increase camera quality is to go to high quality cameras. We're basically giving you the best that Logitech C920s can give you right now. We'll see what happens. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to roll the credits here in the chat.
Woo!
And we'll see here. Let's take a look here. We'll see how many people follow here. So let's go ahead and roll our credits. So here we go. Followers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Holy
17,
crap.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 new followers from the stream tonight. Thank you guys so much for all the follows.
Good thing we weren't playing the drinking game.
Yeah, we would be dead if that was the case.
Drunk game.
Yeah. So
Accidental
thank you guys again
Those are
for
the
all
best.
of that. That has easily been over 150 new follows today alone here on Twitch. We are approaching 3,000 now because we were at like 25. Now we're in the 27 to 2,800 at this
We're
point.
like
Holy
400.
shit.
How many Jake games is
I
that?
know, I was gonna
So many
say
Jake
so many
games.
Jake
Well, at this point, we would just have to only play Jake game.
Forever.
That'd be the end of any other D&D.
Yeah. So
All right.
again, thank you guys so much for all the follows. Wish you the best of luck in the giveaway. Make sure to tell your friends and use your referral link because a lot of the times recently people have been winning by referral links from friends as extra entries. If you do choose to subscribe here on Twitch, that is an extra 10 bonus entries, and you can always use your Twitch Prime subscription, which is free. Gives us the subscription, gives you 10 bonus entries, as well as the
It's a win-win.
the cool emotes and stuff.
Especially if you win.
Yes.
Win-win.
And
All wins.
So we'll see you next week.
Bye, Internet.
Love you.